Jake, as you know, well, actually, by the time that this podcast airs, it's going to be a week from Wednesday that I'm performing my first stand-up comedy gig.
That's right. Paid comedian now.
Small town Stanberry, Missouri.
Oh,
You know what? You know. I was trying to think of that Rascal Flatts song. I miss Stanberry, sitting on the corner drinking ice cold cherry Coke, watching the clouds go by. Da-da, da-da,
open with that for sure.
Forget jock jams. No, but I was looking up, somebody asked me the other day, like, where's Stanberry? So I just looked up on the map, and really close to Stanberry is a town called Conception City.
Hey-oh.
And I was like, that's too good to not make jokes
Gonna
about.
have to use that.
Yeah. So I just need your help as a experienced comedic writer and stand-up comedian.
Well, rural comedian is what I am.
How do I find my joke there?
I mean, first of all, they're gonna love it. From my experience, anytime you can make it specific to their city, they're like, "This guy's awesome. He gets us."
Inception City,
He gets us.
Yeah.
You could pretend like you read it wrong, and like, I mean, I wonder if there's any people from Inception City. Loved your guys' movie.
Yeah, Leo must live there.
Yeah, I had a dream I performed here.
Whatever
At least I thought I did.
Yeah, right. What, the girl from Juno was in that? What happened to her after that? They'd be like, "What are you talking about?" Like took a wrong turn and wound up in Conception City. I said, I already have 3 kids. No more. No more kids. Somebody rear-ended me. I don't know.
That's not how it's supposed to work. Not in Conception City.
Nah, yeah, your tailpipe's in my muffler.
Yeah, traffic-based jokes at Conception City's fun.
I rolled down my window and asked for directions, and they said something about a Tahoe minus the ta. I don't know.
Hey, we're brainstorming. We're brainstorming here. You know?
Yep.
It's got to be around Christmas time when you perform.
That's right.
Some sort of joke with, hey, your time is immaculate in Conception City.
That's good. That's a family good joke right there.
Thank you.
The Immaculate Conception.
They're expecting you to go dirty, Tahoe jokes, but you're not.
Nope.
Not because it wasn't funny. Just because.
Not because it wasn't dynamite material. Just because.
Just, family friendly. So you're welcome.
So anyway, I was like, that's the Immaculate Conception. Thanks for coming, Stanberry. You've been great. I think this tight beat means that it's going down with some random thoughts and white meat too. Midwest best friends eating fast food on repeat. So come along, let's have some fun and go ahead, get on your feet, cause it's the Ghostrunners podcast. Every Monday morning we're taking back Ghostrunners podcast.
All right, we are back with another podcast episode.
Episode 119.
Almost.
Okay.
I can't tell you guys how good it feels to have my voice pretty much back.
Yes. Congrats.
Yeah, I'd say I'm at like 85, 90%.
You enjoy talking again.
Right now. It's awesome. Like I look forward to it now. The last like 2.5 podcast episodes, maybe 3, I don't know, have been pretty rough.
Yeah. Mine doesn't really hurt right now, but it's starting to sound like it's raspy.
Yeah. Every morning when I wake up, it's still dry. And I'm like, is it back? And then in like 30 minutes, it's fine.
Okay, good. I've only been awake for like 30 minutes, so that's perfect. No.
You're just getting warmed up.
Right before we started recording this, I asked Jake, I was like, what are we going to talk about since you didn't go on tour this week?
Yeah, what do we have? We got nothing.
We'll make it work though.
This is going to be a great episode. I'm just excited to finally have just energy in my throat again. Like I'm just excited, and we've had a good day. I laughed so much the last 2 hours.
Yeah. Was that like one of the more fun times we've had recording?
I don't know what it was.
Shooting. I always call it recording. I think we should start calling it shooting when we're doing videos.
I would say this is recording.
This is recording. That is shooting.
That is shooting.
Yes.
Which that was funny that one day we were giving Derek a hard time, or you asked him like, Derek, do you ever say action?
Oh my gosh.
Or whatever. And then Derek was like, I should start mixing it up.
No, yeah. So Derek always goes rolling. And like, that always like kind of like messed with me at the beginning, which I think that's just what everyone says. But I learned on The Office, the cameraman always say, go ahead. Go ahead. And so it was just kind of like, whenever you're ready, go ahead. And so I said that to him and he was like, that's kind of cool. And so then like
he was testing different
tried
ones.
to do different things like we are rolling.
And he'd say, let's roll.
Okay. Yeah. Let's roll.
He'd say, go on.
And it just made me laugh every time.
It was so funny. It was these subtle things. Go get him. Tray ball.
Tray ball. Have a nice day. Yeah.
So that was funny. But yeah, we had such a good time today.
Yeah, we were shooting 2 different videos.
Yes, we recorded 2 videos today.
Yeah.
Which will be good. And Brad, you should talk about the little blooper we had last week, because we didn't talk about that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're right. Was that? Yeah. Oh, that was
It was
awesome.
the People Pleasers video we shot last week.
That was another one of the times I've laughed the hardest. single hardest, but also I felt so bad. So yeah. Oh yeah. So we're doing People Pleasers Part 2. And it's like, we're doing this scene where Trey and I are just like being obnoxiously not funny, but like Jake feels like he needs to laugh at us.
Mm-hmm.
So
like, oh, that's crazy.
And we're just being so goofy and like, just like, like just dying laughing. Yeah, Trey at one point, he's got like this little mantle. He like kind of like elbows this vase on his mantle. And it kind of tips a little bit. And Trey like is like, oh, I'm so clumsy. And takes the vase and just like throws it to me.
Brad's like, don't knock the house over. Like, these are the types of jokes we're saying. They're so bad.
Just like terrible, like dad jokes. And he throws the vase to me and I catch it. And
he's
like, we're like dying laughing, like as a skit, like just dying laughing. And for whatever reason, I don't know. Whatever. I'm convinced that if this were you and me, it wouldn't have happened. But this were me and Trey. So I catch it and I kind of like fumble it for a little while and I throw it behind my back, like a behind the back pass back to Trey, and Trey just doesn't see it coming at all.
Nope.
And the vase just shatters. And Trey's like, why did you do that?
We got it all on camera. Derek kept recording.
Trey's like, you threw it behind the back? What were you thinking? And I was just like, I'm so sorry, man.
Oh, it was so funny. I mean, the thing is just in pieces. It's so loud. Derek pans back to us. My head is in my hands. I'm dying laughing. Brad's dying laughing. Trey's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I felt so bad, because you never know, like with decorations, like that could be $5 nice. Or that could have been like, $100. You don't know. And he has nice stuff at his house. So I'm like, oh gosh, what have I done?
It was awesome. And Derek showed us the clip today. It was great. I forgot that I went back into character and I was like, that's crazy at the end of all of it.
You did. I didn't remember that. I just remember feeling so bad. But yeah, we watched back the tape and I am convinced that Trey could have caught it.
It was a better toss than I remembered.
Me too. And maybe that's just the angle of the camera. Maybe it's just giving me some grace, but I am convinced that if it were me throwing it to Jake would have caught it.
So that was hilarious last week. Today was just so fun. We got really caught up on the Suez Canal today. That was hilarious too.
Yeah.
And Brad was on it. You were on a roll. Like, we were not having a writing session. Like, we were in the middle of shooting a video and Brad is like coming up with all these like amazing like wordplay pun things. It's like, if I had 5 minutes by myself, I could do this. I'm like, how are you doing this in the midst of us like shooting these videos? It was so funny.
Yeah. The Suez thing was really funny too. Like we were doing a video, 5 stages of gift giving. And so one of the stages was like, they're all out of stock because of supply chain. Yeah. And so, Trey talked about the Suez Canal, but
unironically,
when he first said it, he said Suez.
He's done that multiple times. I've tried to tell him and he can't get it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He always does that.
The Suez. He's like, it's the Suez Canal. He's like, talking before he's even acting. Like, it's like, just like acting it out beforehand, like the Suez Canal. And we were both laughing. We're like,
no,
it's the Suez. It's the Suez, like, or not.
He's like, I don't know. So then it just became this thing in the video. If we could find a way to bring up the canal, we would. And then Brad eventually just loses it. Enough about the Suez.
Stop with the Suez. Yeah. Oh man, that reminds me that like blunder of talking reminds me of the woof on the roof thing.
It started to be a thing with me about once every 3 videos. Yeah, I need an SLP on hand. I need help. Like
there's a video. It's at the end of one of the Correct Opinions that Jake does with Trey Kennedy of it's a podcast, and but it's like they do like the skit at the end, or do they do the skit at the beginning and then the bloopers are at the end?
I think it's the only time Derek's ever put a blooper at the end of it. Yeah, because the skit's always at the beginning. It
was just talking about like how people say words wrong, like that's the whole skit, and like people saying roof instead of roof.
Yeah,
but you had the hardest,
or both instead of both.
You had the hardest time saying roof. Like
yes.
You kept saying rough.
Because I kept I was supposed to say it incorrectly, but there's these like slight, like, variations to each word. It's like,
I'm just thinking,
yeah, you just love
I'm just thinking about it because you're supposed to say a woof on the roof. And you had such a hard time saying roof. And so you kept saying rough instead of roof.
There's a woof on the roof.
You're like, guys, you need to come up here. There's a woof on the rough.
I mean, I bet we did 17 takes of it. I could not get it.
we might hey, Justin, if you can write this down right now, just let's put that sound clip in at the very end of this episode.
Okay, cool.
/video. Yeah. It's so funny.
And recently we've just had more trouble. I forgot what it was last week, but this week I had to say solstice sisters.
Yes, that's right. I died laughing at that.
Yeah, Brad really liked it.
That was one of those times where like, even like there was one time you said it perfectly, but even before you could get it out, I was laughing, imagining
just
you
the
saying
anticipation.
it wrong. Yeah. Hey, because you kind of like barely pause. You're like, hey, all you solstice sisters. So that was a good one.
Yeah, today was fun. I've had a little trouble recently. I mean, we talked about last week. I said diarrhea with a soft R on stage.
Yeah. And
then also this week, it was a certain week in college football, Bedlam.
Rivalry week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That one's tough.
That's a tough one.
The word rivalry on its own isn't too bad, but when you know that the W is coming, it'll throw you off a little bit.
Okay.
Rivalry week. Rivalry
week.
Rivalry week.
Call the cavalry because it's the rivalry week. Yeah. That is tough.
So embarrass myself there, but
just in front of like people, like other people.
In front of people.
What a great rivalry.
Arkansas against Arkansas State.
So many great games in this rivalry week. Yeah.
Shout out to my salsa sisters.
Dude, yeah, we had some fun. We had some fun writing. So we did 5 stages of gift giving, and we also did a female influencers were honest about Christmas. So
yeah.
Those are always fun. Those are easy too. Like they're so easy because they're easy to be like goofy with and also easy to come up with, goofy things. So
I'm remembering I should have done something physical probably because last time they loved me doing the side planks. I forgot about that till just now.
I had that thought at one point when we were recording too of like, we should do something fitness wise, but
couldn't think of it.
Oh, well. I'm curious. Whenever that video comes out, comment some of your favorite quotes in it because we have so many like stupid small things that we said.
Yeah, I think it'll be good. It'll be a good video.
Yeah.
I didn't tour this week, but I still went on an airplane. I'd like to talk about it real quick.
All right.
I flew to Iowa.
Sure. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, no reason. Just
Field of Dreams.
I wanted to see it. It's that time of year.
Is this heaven? No, it's Iowa. Anybody say that to you?
Nope.
Really?
No.
Dude, that's what I would say. I would say that to every single person I saw.
You know what I heard when I was there is they were talking about Iowa nice.
No, that's Minnesota nice.
That's what I thought from you. So I don't know.
That's fair. I've only heard it from
and
Minnesota
you live in
people.
Kansas, so I don't know.
Maybe that's just a thing.
It's like
that
a north
you do.
thing. Wisconsin nice.
Yeah, Wisconsin nice is another one. Ohio nice. Iowa nice.
Arkansas nice.
Oh, just great Arkansas nice. He came by yesterday.
Henry?
Yeah.
Nice.
He was Henry nice.
Henry what? Henry?
Henry with the rivalry week. He came by and that was why I was a little bit late to Trey's yesterday. Is because
that's right.
I finally go, Henry, I gotta go. I'm sorry, man. He's like, oh, okay. Okay. Just wanted to come by and make sure that you're getting some water for those peach trees in that northern white oak. Okay. Okay. You got it, Henry. Anyway, sorry. You're flying.
Oh yeah, flying to Iowa. Fly away. And there's so many like little announcements or things you hear in an airport that I've never paid much attention to, but one of them caught my ear this week. You know, I put my nose to it, and it's one of those announcements. It's like, it says something along the lines of, "Do not accept luggage from any unknown person in the terminal."
Yes, and in Kansas City, it was if anyone asks to give you bags, whatever that are not yours, do not accept it.
If an ex-girlfriend attempts to give you her baggage, do not take it.
Right.
It's not worth it.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, the idea of me, without this announcement, I might be accepting other people's luggage. I might do it willingly. In what world, like, do we need to warn people, hey, now I know it's going to feel like you should take other people's bags for them. Don't do it, guys. That's suspicious.
Seriously, it's not a good idea.
Don't wheel around their luggage for them.
I'm trying to think about the year that somebody would have needed this announcement. Because I genuinely can't imagine a world, 1920s, let's say.
Okay.
First of all, you're not flying at that point. You're on a train.
No, Wright brothers haven't even done their thing yet.
But if anyone, like gave you a bag on it, like, hey, do you mind taking this on the train? I'm not going to go on the train, but just take my bag. In the 1923, you're going to take that bag? No,
I don't know. I want to watch the Yankees.
Yeah. Like if the guy was like, hey, I just need somebody to drop this off. My daughter's going to be waiting in Rochester, New York for this. Do you mind just taking that from Racine to Rochester? And then you're like, no, what? No.
Why would I ever?
I don't want to do that.
I don't want my own bags. I don't want any of your bags.
And they haven't invented the wheelie things on the bags yet. So those things are heavy. And back in 1923.
And those are really nice.
Those remember 1923 baggage? I mean, those things were like super hard plastic.
Yeah.
Like those things are crazy heavy.
Very robust.
Yes.
Back then.
Big busts on the bags.
Yeah, sure. The front bags.
There you go.
Yeah. So luggage has come a long way.
Yeah, that's so true though. Like, and it's an announcement that they make every 10 minutes in the airport.
Yeah, probably. It's like
too often.
Do not leave unattended baggage. That's a big one. I got in trouble for that one time when I was ignorant little flying boy. I guess it's just suspicious to see a bag without an owner, but I was like, oh, you didn't want to take it into the bathroom with me. And now I know you have to take it into the bathroom with you.
But like, even as a little kid, you're probably keeping it with your parents or something.
Oh, I don't mean an actual little boy. I just mean like knowledge-wise. I was a little boy in the realm of travel. And I was just like, I don't want my duffel bag in the bathroom
No
with
one's
me.
going to steal my underwear, you know. Yeah.
Duffel full of underwear.
Yeah.
I had, my bowels were like a little boy. I had some trouble.
I had a lot of diarrhea. No, but
Trouble in paradise.
Really a lot of things about flying. Just, I think that they're just so careful, but it's just like,
How
man,
come?
like, yeah, really. But like the liquid,
Name an event.
The liquid thing is also just like,
It's also bogus. I haven't had anything in a travel size bag in years and I never get in trouble for it.
yeah. Every once in a while do they ever take it out of the bag or like examine it?
Sometimes they'll like take out my camera and just like certain airports, they're just like, all right, go ahead.
Yeah.
Or I don't know, but yeah.
No, I'm talking about liquids though. No
liquids. No,
really?
I don't think so.
No, yeah, it is like, I don't understand. Like, can I really, like, with Pert Plus and a little bit of Tresemme, am I going to be able to make like an atomic bomb all of a sudden?
Atomic bomb, no.
Okay.
But just short of it.
Oh, yeah.
Pert bomb.
Pert bomb.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting.
And the shoes thing, how much are we hiding in our shoes these days?
Well, I think it came from someone actually having a bomb in their shoe.
No way.
Yeah, that one.
That's real?
Yeah. Shoe bomb.
Okay, fine. I'll accept the shoe bomb thing.
Shoe bomb law.
But you can't detect a shoe bomb through
That's right.
The X-ray thing?
Yeah, the X-ray thing.
The X-ray thing should be able to detect shoe bombs.
Yeah.
Make a better X-ray.
We can land a guy on the moon, but we can't make an X-ray machine that sees bombs in your shoes? Riddle me that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Anyway.
I'll tell you what's nice when the dogs are out.
Oh,
You ever had those airport terminals? Those
Do you
are
get
nice.
nervous just in case?
Yeah, a little bit.
Like, I'm like, I know I don't have anything, but what if I like, like rubbed elbows with what if my Uber driver, was smoking some reefer earlier and all of a sudden I have
I had a lot of poppy seeds yesterday.
Right.
I've heard that could show up in a drug test.
Yes.
Can the basset hound also know that I had poppy seeds?
Yeah, they're like,
we get a false positive.
That's a muffin boy over there. Yeah.
We got a false sniff.
We got a muffin over here.
Oh my gosh, that reminds me of two things. I'll say them both at the same. No, one. What airport was it? A couple weeks ago, coming back from tour. It was the dog thing, but it was the dog is going to sniff 3 of you at a time. So line up next to each other, and we need you to walk at the same pace while the dog sniffs you. This was new. I'd only ever like free soloed it with a dog.
That seems like it would take longer than just going one at a time.
Yes, it did.
Because you all had to be like, okay, how fast are you guys going to walk?
What kind of pace you guys think?
Hey, I'm Brad.
Hey, how long are your strides?
Steven, nice to meet you, man. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I have size 12. What do you have? 7.5. Whoa, buddy. Okay.
What high school sports do you play? Let's talk about it. JV, varsity?
Right.
Was it easy? Small school or big school?
You're right. Yeah.
Public, private? Okay.
Yeah, you probably made it easy because you were from small school.
Okay, small school. It's not the same as
All
me.
right, Steven. Yeah, go ahead.
But no joke, we had a guy, overachiever, may have been something off about him. I don't know, but like couldn't grasp the what was going on. And it was like, no, go back.
What?
And we all had to go back. It was truly like in middle school basketball. It's like Trevor missed a free throw. We're all running. It's like, that's not fair. How does that?
Surely the dog could smell it. Like, what?
We all had to be at the exact same pace the whole time. And it wasn't a long ways to walk, but this guy was just quite the overachiever. He had a backpack on, I think it looked like a hiking backpack. He can't go at a slow pace.
Okay.
He only knows one speed, baby.
He had hiking boots and the long socks halfway up the knees.
I just described someone who's blind. I'm like, he had this stick, this hiking stick. He had sunglasses
he had his
on
own
indoors.
dog. I don't know what was going on. I don't know why the other the bomb sniffing one was there because he was just right there fine.
And he kept walking. He walked further than he needed to. He walked through some of the.
And it was not even that bright out. And he had dark sunglasses on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No.
I don't know.
So okay, genuinely, did you say 1, 2, 3 and then step, or did you say 5, 6, 7, 8? How'd you do this?
The guy counted for us. I don't know what type of metronome he used.
Okay.
It could have just been a go ahead.
Okay.
Or a rolling.
Let's roll.
Let's roll here.
Yeah.
Tray ball. I don't know what he said, but we had to do it 2 or 3 times because the guy to my left couldn't pump the brakes.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it was kind of fun. I forgot about that.
You have another thing. Sorry.
Other thing. Speaking of dog sniffing for poppy seeds.
Yeah.
I was with some folks this weekend, and they have a family game. It's got a real creative name. It's called Hide It. Here's how Hide It works.
Okay.
You're never gonna guess.
Okay.
No, it actually is pretty fun. So one person takes the dog in the kitchen,
Okay.
and the other person will show the dog a slab of ham. It's like, look at this. You see this? And then they go.
We talking like deli ham?
We're talking pretty nice ham. It's pretty thick.
Okay.
It's like this could have been served at Thanksgiving.
Like honey baked ham.
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
stuff.
It's
Okay.
nice.
Good for them.
I would enjoy it.
I
And
would.
I would enjoy
Okay.
it. So the dog sees it's ham time. It's also hide it time.
Oh, yeah.
Seemed like the dog has played this quite a bit.
Yeah,
she
he's about to
understood
go
the
ham.
rules.
Yeah.
Yeah, about to go
Oh,
ham.
she.
Yeah, it's not a Jewish dog, so she
Okay.
can go ham.
Good.
And so someone else holds the dog. It's like, wait.
Uh-huh.
Someone will go into the living room and hide the ham somewhere. It should be called Hide the Ham. Now that I think about it, that's a fun name.
HTH.
Little Hide the Ham.
Yeah.
And
Just hides anywhere.
anywhere in the living room, nothing's
Okay.
off limits. And then they release the dog, and two things happen. One, it's literally like a Pavlov's dog experiment because the dog is salivating so much, it looks like the Sandlot dog.
Really?
It's pretty off-putting how much slobber is coming out of the dog's
Okay.
mouth, but it's also kind of lovable.
Okay.
And then you watch this dog try and sniff out the ham.
Okay.
Only thing is, kind of an old dog. I don't know how well its nose works anymore.
Paint
Not the
picture.
quickest dog.
Yeah, paint the picture of what the dog looks like.
It looks
We
like
got golden
I think
retriever.
it's just a black lab.
Okay.
I don't know dogs super well.
But it's black.
I think it's I got the color right.
Okay.
Feel good about the color.
And it's bigger.
Yeah, bigger, like,
Okay.
you know.
It's kind of a hunting dog. No?
I don't think so.
Black labs?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think you need the word hound somewhere in it to be a hunting dog.
Oh, really?
I think so.
I just know a lot of black labs that I have friends that do duck hunting.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Hey. Hands up, 2 hands up.
But I don't know if they're
I'm
like,
sorry.
I don't know if they're like sniffing it out as much as they are just like going and getting, they're retrieving, like black retrievers. Oh, no, that's a wait.
Wait.
I don't know. Somebody's going to comment and know they're labs.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know what I'm talking about, but
Okay, but this old
this
lab,
did not seem like a hunting dog to me based on how small the living room was and how long it took this dog to find the ham.
Okay.
But boy, is it a fun game. I would encourage anyone to play it. Not even with a dog, with a younger brother. Maybe something without, that's not ham. Something,
I would genuinely play hide the ham. I would. I love ham. I'll play. You want to do it sometime?
we should. I think like next like snowstorm, it's like, oh, power's out. What are we gonna do?
What are we gonna do?
Come over, bring a deck of cards and a couple things of ham.
Yeah, I mean, we could play Kings in the Corner, War, Egyptian Rat Screw, and hide the ham.
We gotta hide the ham.
Yeah.
If we, we get enough candlelight in here.
I love it, dude. Let's do it.
So just a little hide the
Okay.
ham, just good times.
Well, let's go back to the
Airport.
the airport. Do you feel like there's people out in the airport that like some of the TSA people, they just like live for being TSA?
Yeah.
You know what I
Which it's nice to see a little fire in them, like a little passion, because it'd be easy to, that's such a boring job. You say
Yeah.
the same things like, anything bigger than a laptop, we need out of your backpack.
Yeah.
Hang on to it until you see it go through the machine.
Right.
We need shoes off, everything out of your pocket. Just the same thing.
Don't you feel like eventually sometimes they're almost rapping it though?
Got a little beat
You know what
to
I mean?
it.
Yeah, no laptop, shoes. Yeah, shoes. Yeah.
Everything out of your pocket.
Everything
If you
bigger
got a
than
gun on you, you're gonna get dropped it.
Yeah.
And whatever. It's like, whoa, this is Migos.
And then every once in a while, like the X-ray machine guy starts beatboxing.
beep 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 beep. Shoes off. Where you flying to? Just making some small talk. We got a runner. Yeah.
That kid left his bag.
He left his duffel bag filled with underwear. What in the world?
What's he doing? Through the loom.
Okay.
Anyway,
Okay. Airports are nuts.
how was Thanksgiving for you? I had a great Thanksgiving. Thanks for asking.
Some people actually do that in real life, but it's something so specific. So has anyone ever performed in a talent show? Just waiting. We're like, what about you?
Let's all go around. Yeah, it was my chord. Sorry.
Is it you? Okay.
Yeah, everyone's well. Let's all go around and talk about our best talent show experience in 4th grade. I'll start.
I did a song a cappella. Don't make me do it now. Don't make me do it now. I don't even remember the lyrics.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. All right.
It was Evanescence's Bring Me to Life.
Wake me up.
Did you ever perform the talent show?
Yes. In 2nd grade, I was Jake the Great.
Oh, heck yeah.
Do you know what act I did based off
Magic.
that?
Card tricks?
Magic.
Magic?
Yeah, I was a magician.
What kind of stuff?
Oh, we're talking. I've got this little like vase thing. There's a ball in it, right?
Wait, let's back up one.
Okay.
What did Jake the Great look like? What did Jake the Great look like for sure?
Okay, I know we have a home video of it, and I've seen it. You know, last I saw it was probably
Like
6
you
or
have a
7 years
cape?
ago. Actually,
A hat?
yes.
A hat?
I'm almost positive.
A wand?
I don't think I have a hat on. I think I've just got that classic like side part,
Yeah, sure.
early onset side part in like 2nd grade. And yes, I'm wearing a cape, and I think I'm just like dressed nice, like I'm like going to church or
Like
something.
khaki pants and a
Black
button-up
pants, I
shirt.
think. You know, I
good
keep
for
it
you.
classy
Yeah.
up there, but
Like
like probably some
corduroy.
like a polo
Okay.
that has like golfers on it. You know, like a bunch of like speckled golfers
Okay,
all over.
yeah.
Maybe something like that.
Nice.
I'm wearing that with a cape.
Love it.
And it's funny because I was so shy, truly so shy until probably 7th grade. So the idea that I did this doesn't really make much sense to me. And when I watched the footage back, when I watched the tape, I had some like flamboyancy to my act.
Okay.
Not in like a feminine way, but just like in a showmanship way. Like I would like get done with a thing and I would like throw both hands up and like all my fingers up. I would do that to show you like, I'm not in handcuffs anymore. But there was no talking. So I did it to music.
Oh, okay.
I'm almost positive I did it to some like really cheesy Christian song back then. Like some like
In the voice of truth.
it was an inspirational magic routine. Yeah.
I can only imagine. Magic. Yeah.
I can only
You
imagine.
didn't call it, you didn't call it magic though. You called it illusion because you're Christian.
They were illusions.
Oh, that's great.
So I did it to music, to like an instrumental of just probably like, I don't know. So it was like you're inside of a Chick-fil-A. Like that instrumental is what I perform
Yeah.
magic to.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think I did a trick where I got one rope.
Mm-hmm.
Now I've cut the rope
Oh,
into
I love that
3
one.
distinct sizes.
I do not know how to. I don't want to ever know how they do magic tricks.
I don't remember how I did it.
Okay.
I was like, that's
kind of cool.
that looks like 3 different rope.
Right.
And then a little razzle dazzle. I think I literally put the rope behind my back and it was like doing who knows what behind my back. Just like, hold on, hang on boom, well, it's one rope now. You know, like it was pretty awkward. It's the equivalent of like a comedian having a piece of paper up there.
I have one rope now. A cord of 3 strands is not easily broken though. Illusion.
But the voice illusion. So yeah, I did the 3 rope thing. I think I got out of handcuffs. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
And I did something with like some scarves. I think I had like a quick changing scarf. It was like, this scarf is red, green, and blue. Wisha!
Oh.
Yellow, pink, purple now.
Okay.
What's
you
up?
Went, yeah, that's awesome.
Something like that.
I like that.
Those are the only tricks I remember.
But you didn't want to pursue it next year. 3rd grade, it was like, I'm over magic.
I'm over magic. I was just so stagey. I mean, I think most kids are. I just went through stages. I remember my yo-yo and my sign language stage were back to back.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
at the same time. Like
Okay.
once yo-yoing was done, it's like, let's figure out some sign language.
What kind of yo-yo you have? Let me tell you what I had.
My Thanksgiving was great. We didn't talk about Thanksgiving at all.
I had a fireball.
Yes.
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 And I had
It was brown with like red on the interior of my
Yes.
fireball.
Well, mine was red and black, maybe.
Okay, cool.
Fireball,
dude.
I remember. So I had a $2 allowance back then, and it was the fireball was $8,
Wow.
and $8 I saved up for 4 weeks, and it felt like an eternity to save up for that $8.
$8 though. You were
yo-yo.
basically a king.
Seriously, I went and bought that thing, and I felt like I was like investing, like I was buying a car. Like I was like, here's my $8. Please, please be very careful.
I hope
with
this
that.
holds its value.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sell this in a few years.
And I got that fireball, and then I got the brain later. Do you have one of those?
The brain.
The brain was one that automatically came up.
Oh, see, I didn't like those. I wanted to be able to walk the dog or Baby in the Rocker. Remember that one?
But you could do all that with the brain.
The brain.
Yeah. You gotta time it right. Oh, that was
Fireball,
so fun.
yo-yo. I was about to say I have no clue what yo-yo I had, and then the second you said fireball, I was like, that's exactly what
it
I
was.
remember. Yeah.
There were like three tiers if I can remember.
Yo Mega. That was the
Yo-Mega.
brand, yeah.
There was fireball and there was the brain. There was one above that I didn't have.
The brain.
The brain was like the $25 one. And I remember I think I got that for my birthday or something. I was like, this is the best birthday ever.
Dude, the prices have not gone up very much at all. Fireball is only $13.99.
Dude, I follow. That's cool. I follow this account, like this, like nostalgia about the 90s or whatever. It's awesome. I think it's like things 90s kids know or something like that on Instagram. But they like showed a Black Friday kind of ad back in the day, and Super Nintendo games were $60 each.
No way.
Right? Like I was like, I had a hard
That's so
time.
much back then.
I had a hard time believing that because that's how much they cost now, right?
For like a new Xbox game, yeah, it'd be $60.
Like I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, and same with like TVs and cameras and stuff. Like the prices haven't really changed that much over time,
Even with inflation.
even with inflation, technology, advance. You know,
I will say TVs have definitely gotten cheaper.
yes,
Like not even adjusted inflation, but it's like truly TVs used to cost like $5,000 for like a brand new one.
because they were made out of like 50,000 pounds of things.
They're made out of shoe bombs.
Right.
Pretty impressive technology. Yeah.
Well, for the talent show for me,
Oh yeah, that's where we got going.
in like first grade.
Yeah, what'd you do in talent shows?
First grade kindergarten, my whole baseball team sang "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." Guess what I was? I was the catcher. I was the only kid that could really fit into the gear. Everyone else was too skinny. And then I think maybe like third or fourth grade, me and one of my friends, Davis Woodward, we sang the KU fight song. Cause I'm a Jayhawk. So ended up going to K-State, but
How do you feel like Take Me Out to the Ball Game went over?
fine. We all got to put eye black on our faces, that's cool.
That's fun.
Yeah,
Did you rock the eye black as you continue to play baseball?
Not too much because I remember like one time I kind of got it in my eye and I was like, this isn't fun anymore.
Ouch.
But yeah, I thought it was really cool. There was one time where I bought the glasses, the Chipper Jones, like,
No
the
way.
flip up ones. I wore them once and I was like, these are terrible. Like, it's like the ones that like you're supposed to be able to flip down.
Once you get a pop
sunglasses.
fly, you flip them down.
Yeah, exactly. But whoever did that, it only looked cool if they were flipped up.
Mm-hmm.
But even then I was like, no, this is too extra for me.
Dang, I always thought those were cool. I never had those.
I was an armband guy though. I was an accessories guy for sure.
Really?
I had a headband in basketball. back in the day.
No.
Oh, I was such a sweater. I was a huge sweater, so I needed a headband. Yeah, I had a headband. I was a big fan of Corey Maggette and Quentin Richardson on the Clippers
Okay,
back
let's
in the
go
day.
Clips.
And they used to do this.
They did.
And so
And Miles Davis. He did that too.
Miles, not Davis.
That's the
Darius Miles.
Yeah, Miles
Yes.
Davis is the like saxophone player.
If peeing your pants is cool.
Miles Davis did that after he got done performing. Yeah, Darius Miles.
Yeah. So me and my friends would always do the thing with our heads.
Nice.
Um,
We need I know we kind of talked about this last week, but we need to sign up for a basketball league. I need some cardio in my life.
yeah, me too.
I want to wear a headband.
Okay.
That's it.
You're usually the one that it takes charge. So go ahead and take charge of that.
I need to take charge. I need to take a charge this season too. You know,
Yeah.
it's a big momentum shifter. I should take more charges.
That's right. Nothing
in
says
rec basketball.
Yeah, rec basketball, like taking charges.
I could probably benefit from a headband though. My face gets so sweaty.
But Acne Boy also got a big old patch of, acne right where my headband was.
Patchney.
Yeah. So take it as you want.
Okay.
But anyway,
My high school was the Indians, so we were the Apache Indians. It was nice. We all had it.
there you go.
Thanks. Anyway,
My Thanksgiving was great. How was yours?
thank you for asking. It was good. Let's see. We all went over to grandparents' house, had a nice meal.
Kansas City grandparents? Stratford.
They're all back at Springfield now.
Oh,
So,
okay.
or like they're all in Springfield now.
Okay.
Kansas City grandparents had moved into like a house down there. So
Gotcha.
all in the same
Okay.
area. But went over to my grandparents' house. They don't have a ton of room.
Mm-hmm.
We're all trying to like hang out, watch football. But what they do have is a lot of we'll call it like, special assistance type seating for my grandpa.
Okay.
This is my grandpa who got 5 of his toes removed.
5?
Yeah.
He's up to 5?
It's pretty funny looking. Like,
All on one foot?
yes.
Okay. So he's basically
So
just no toes.
Yes, when he's got his socks off, I mean, one foot is just like hilariously like shorter than the other one when you don't have toes anymore. And he was just so funny about it. And
Can he walk?
no, not really.
Okay. He has a wheelchair or? Okay.
Different kind of stuff. And yeah, it was pretty fun. He made so many just like self-deprecating jokes, which is great. It was like good to see him like joking about it, laughing
Yeah, he
about
has
it.
humor about
He's
it.
like, Jake, be honest. Can you tell which foot got the toes taken off? It's a pretty significant difference. But because of this, he has got a wheelchair. He's got a walker. He's got like a electric wheelchair. This is one he brought to my pickleball tournament when he was beeping
that's
for
right.
me.
Uh-huh.
And so everyone spreads out, all the couches are taken, the seats are taken, my sister's sitting on the floor. We got dad in the wheelchair. We got me in the hover round. And that's how we watched a
That's the
3-hour
electric one?
football game. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It was awesome though.
Was it?
There'd
was
be a
it comfortable?
timeout. I just do a lap in the kitchen. It
Really?
was just fun just to scoot around. I throw
Okay.
people's trash. Anybody need anything?
How quick does the bad boys go? These
Well,
days?
like most old school things like that, they've got a turtle on one side, rabbit on the other. I'll tell you that guy at the airport was on rabbit mode.
Absolutely.
It felt pretty quick. Like making turns was like really quick. It was really responsive. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you enjoy it quite a bit?
I enjoyed it a bit.
Yeah.
So that was fun. So yeah, I sat in one of those for 3 hours and watched the Bills game Thursday night. So it was good.
Okay.
Good Thanksgiving for me. What about you?
Thanksgiving was great. We stayed here in Kansas City. We always flip Christmas, Thanksgiving where we are in Texas or Kansas City. So we were here Wednesday. So kind of, we have some different Thanksgiving traditions. I've probably talked about on the podcast before because we've been doing this so long, but Wednesday we always do chili dinner,
Chili's.
Yeah. No, not Chili's.
Ah,
I wish, but no, this chili's good too.
Might have that for supper tonight.
Dang. Okay, cool. Chili dinner at one house. And then this year, like for the first time, well, I guess last year too, but I wasn't in town. First time that I'd ever done it, we had Thanksgiving lunch / dinner, whatever you want to call it, with our own separate families. Usually we do like one huge meal on Thanksgiving with everyone, 35, 40 of us. And this time we're kind of getting too big thanks to Bo and
offspring, because
Bo's huge and I'm like this tiny little space.
It's like, where is this? Yeah.
Right. Like all of a sudden, like Bo is the one that's like tipping the scales. No, but we're just having kids, all our different cousins. And so I went to lunch at my sister's house. But before that, we have done the like a turkey trot thing, which I feel like is like a new like punchline these days. Like you do a 5K.
Don't marry into a family into the turkey trots.
I've noticed that like so many people are like making fun of that or whatever. But we've done it for probably 10, 15 years. And this year we didn't do it. We literally just did like not even a 5K, like just a walk around our neighborhood.
Okay.
And like I don't know if it was my dad or my sister's idea, but we just like literally walked from our house, our current house, to like our house that my sisters and I grew up in till I was 4. So my sisters were, 14 and 12. It's like a mile and a half away. And so we just walked there and walked back. And along the way, we were like, do we know anybody that lived in these houses? Like, let's talk about memories and do stuff like that. So we're like, yeah, I remember, whatever. Allison Trujillo used to live in that house right there, whatever. Oh, I remember that this house used to have a really scary dog, whatever.
You used to find the ham.
Yeah.
He was a hunting dog.
Yeah, we hid the ham from him all the time. So that was fun. And let's see, what else did I do? Then, Thursday night, we did meet up all as a family. And then Friday, we really like intentionally met up as a like an extended family at my cousin Corey's barn. And that was really fun. I don't know, my nephew Cole, I think he's 8 or 9.
Okay.
He's like getting old enough to where he's like actually decent at sports and like into sports.
Cool.
Like he loves watching football. He also loves like running routes and like playing football. And so it's like, he's
fun.
Like, he's like getting to the age where I can like teach him like, all right, this is how you run a down and out. Like this is how you run a post route, like, okay, that time you didn't really turn very well on that. Like, work on that, show him the diamond with the hands and stuff like that. So that's been pretty fun just to like kind of get into that. And overall, Thanksgiving was great. I don't know. There wasn't anything like you said it earlier, like when your family's normal, there's not that much to talk about, with this kind of stuff.
We were going over what we're going to talk about today. I was like, well, my family's very normal, so it's not like I have all these crazy stories from being back home.
Which is great. It's a blessing to have great family, but it was just nice, Thanksgiving. Oh, here's a thing that we do. I think I've talked about it before, but we do a piñata every year.
Oh, that's right.
Which was awesome. It's so fun. Like Bo even did the piñata, I have a little footage of him like smacking it. And at first he was like, because we always go youngest to oldest. So he was literally the second one to go and he had no idea what he was doing. But then after he watched a few people do it, he was like, I want to go back up there again, but Cole, my 8-year-old nephew, I think he was maybe he was even before him that like tore it open. Because they were using an aluminum bat. They were kind of, they were corking the bat a little bit. Yeah,
okay.
But man, Bo was excited once that candy fell.
Really?
He was,
eyes got even bigger.
Oh, he was like, wait, I can eat all that? So that's like a random tradition that we always do in my family that we did this year. But I was just really thankful because last year we weren't able to get all together. And so this year it just was extra special for me. But
I think we are developing a family tradition, unfortunately. Something I realized this Thanksgiving.
Okay.
There's like one of my favorite parts of Thanksgiving is the dessert, and all the pies and stuff.
What kind? What are you apple?
I'll go. I mean, usually there's like a chocolate pie available.
Okay.
So I'll just throw down on that pretty hard.
Like I said, like our extended family. I know I'm bogarting your thing, but like yeah, our extended family has like, 35 people. And
So you can find a pie you
so
like.
dessert, yeah, it's just amazing. Like, it's just like I literally had like 4 or 5 different slivers of pie.
Whew.
Just give me a little sliver of that, please. I'll take a little sliver.
That's nice.
Yeah. Brownie pie we had. Yeah.
That sounds really good.
Yeah, go ahead.
So apparently our new family tradition is make sure there's a pumpkin pie because Jake and Caitlin really like it. So apparently the rest of the family has figured out a way to just, bow out from the pumpkin pie. They don't have to eat any on Thanksgiving anymore because Jake and Caitlin love it so much. So we made them a
really?
pie.
Okay.
So now I guess it's on my sister and I to consume an entire half pumpkin pie
Do
every
you
Thanksgiving.
really, really love it?
And that's the thing. It's like I hung out with Caitlin last night, actually.
Yeah.
We were kind of debriefing it. And she was like, I think Dad told Grandma that we like pumpkin pie because I guess Caitlin was like dishing up and she was like talking about it. She's like, do I have to eat this? And he's like, I'm sorry. That's on me.
Oh,
I don't know
really?
why I said
Okay.
that. So then now
So
it's
she
on
wasn't
me, I
even
guess.
like wanting to eat it at all.
No. And so now I got to bite the bulb. I'm like, I'll eat the pie, I guess, which I don't mind pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
But somehow in a family full of such unhealthy eaters,
Yeah.
I am by far the pickiest eater.
Yeah.
And now I'm the one stuck with the pumpkin pie. So that's our new family tradition.
That's pretty
Jake
funny.
loves pumpkin pie.
Oh, this
Nobody
guy-
else touch it.
And you got to clear that up, dude, because if you don't, then you're going to be the pumpkin pie guy forever.
Oh, grandmas hang on to that stuff. I
Like-
mean, just like one time in 7th grade, my other grandma, she asked me if I liked, or she asked my sister if she liked like the cream corn. My sister was like, yeah. And then the next time she's like, I got you your favorite. And now
Yes.
my sister's trapped.
Yeah.
She's cream corn girl now.
She's CCG all day. No, that's like something I will tell you in marriage, like, cause your wife will eventually make you meals.
Aw.
And of course I'm like very thankful that Catherine makes me anything.
But you need to be clear on like, I really like this one.
Right.
And the others were like, I appreciate that you made this for
So
me.
now I'll always be honest. I'll be like, that was really good. Like, but if it's like amazing, I'll be like, I always say you can make this meal every single day and I will eat it every single day.
That seems pretty
I
clear.
would never get tired of this one. Like, this is so good. And I never, cause what my mom does, and then what Catherine kind of does mentally, but my mom would literally write down our reactions to the recipes, like in quotation marks,
like you're being like studied as a
like
psychology.
loved it, or whatever. And so then she would go back in the recipe book, like, what do I want to make tonight?
That's kind of fun, actually.
Dave and Brad really like this. Let's make this again. And yeah. And so my mom would use it against me. She would say like,
Well,
you said you loved this.
September 08.
Right. You wrote it down, Brad. Yeah. Freshman year of high school, you loved this. And then sophomore year, what happened?
What happened?
Yeah. So anyway, be careful once you're married of like, be honest, but also be gentle about it.
Uh-huh.
So
I feel like I learned, maybe I'm going to get the story wrong. My dad needs to be here to defend himself. I feel like just a couple years ago, I learned that my dad doesn't really like chicken that much, which is a weird thing already to like not enjoy. I feel like it's such an easy thing to like.
yeah,
But he's like, I never told your mom because I didn't want to ever cook. He's
Yeah,
like, so
that's
she just
fair.
make it for me. That's like best thing you ever made, honey.
That-
It's like he
that's-
is straight up not enjoying it.
not at all.
I don't know. I'm sure he was fine, but this is also the same side of the family where I think my grandpa was like, he eats an entire bologna sandwich and afterwards he goes, boy, that bologna's expired. So not real picky.
So maybe, yeah. Okay. No, like that's my thought too, is like, I don't want to get in any kind of trouble to where I have to be responsible for this. Like if you make it, I am grateful for that.
Like I would
thank
never
you.
complain about the laundry because right now she's doing it.
Right,
So
exactly.
let's keep that going.
100%. Yeah. She does a great job. She has a great job cooking and, yeah. And some nights are better than others. But honestly, like the nice thing is Catherine will often be like, this wasn't that good tonight. And I'll be like, yeah, it wasn't my favorite either. I'll say something like that.
Okay.
But anyway,
Let's get some pumpkin pie. What do you say?
that's pretty funny. Yeah. I've heard Catherine's dad, like he got kind of like pigeonholed into peanut butter cookies. And so for like every single one of his birthdays, like
Pigeon peanut buttered?
yeah, he PPB'd. And so, yeah, like every single one of his birthdays, like his kids were always like, Dad, we made you peanut butter cookies.
Uh-huh.
And maybe he loves them, but at this point, I think he's just got to just accept it.
You know who we need to ask about this? I guarantee he's going to have a good story, is Derek. Because we've learned some funny things about Derek recently. We were shooting the People Pleasers video last week. And it's funny because like Derek and I, and Brad too, are like that. Trey is not at all, which is funny. He's just like, whatever, like doesn't really relate to it. He's like, I'll ask Katie. But
Yeah. Trey's a jerk, basically. And the rest of us are nice. No.
But, so I'm just, a lot of these videos, or the People Pleasers videos, I'm just trying to think of genuine things that I do. And Derek and I will go back and forth. And we were about to do a joke, which was a made up scenario where someone like, they think they have the wrong birthday for you or the wrong name for you. And now you just have to go with it.
Right.
And Derek goes, one time I was shooting a video for a client and they called me Archer all day, which Archer is his last name. And he's like, I never corrected him.
No, Archer's not his last name.
Oh wait, it's Archer. No, wait, yeah, it's Archer. That's the name of his.
That'd be funny if you really thought. Yeah.
Wait, I forgot about that. Yeah, yeah.
It's the name of his company.
It's the name of his company. It's his
Archer
middle name.
Video. Oh, it's his middle name. Okay, I didn't even know if it was his name at all.
That's right. Yeah, it's not his last name.
No, yeah, I have no. Yeah, I had no idea why he called himself that.
Called him Archer all day.
And he didn't
Archer.
correct him. Yeah. Hey, Archer, can you come here? Yes, ma'am. What do you need?
I could be. I guess I'm Archer to
And
these
so
people
now we've started doing that, like making that joke.
We'll throw that Archer.
Come on, Archer.
Archer, come on. And he told us something else today that was so people pleasure-ish of him. I forgot what it was.
Well, you said the thing about him caroling to his football friends.
That was hilarious too. Yeah, I forget if it was on the podcast or maybe before we were recording yesterday.
No, it was. He was late to shoot today. I'm sorry, and it was because of like his other job where like these people were getting in a fight or something. Was that what it was?
Maybe it was.
And he was feeling so uncomfortable. Like this,
he's in the room while this husband and wife are fighting,
husband and wife
yelling, fighting.
Have this company together, and they have a podcast that he like works with them on. And yeah, they're like legit fighting back and forth. And he's like, I'm going to go ahead and step out for a little bit. That'd be so uncomfortable.
Like, no, stay in here. Choose a side. Who's right? I want to hear it.
You have to fight a lot as a couple to like get to the point where you're comfortable just fighting in front of other people. Right?
That's what I felt about the John Gruden emails, because people were like, It's not that bad, but it's like, yeah, if it's in an email, that is just the start.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I've never said anything somewhat polarizing in an email.
Right.
It's like the most bland way of communicating. I don't have any opinions in an email.
Right. Yeah. Just very quick.
Yeah. So if you're yelling in front of people minutes before recording a podcast, you're pretty comfortable yelling at your spouse. Poor Derek. They're like, no, stay. He's like, okay.
Okay, I guess so.
But yeah, he was telling us how his parents used to make a Christmas carol, and they would like specifically go to like his friends' houses. He's like 16 years old, having to sing to a guy on his football team. Just sounds brutal.
Yeah, big Derek. But yeah,
what are we talking about?
Was good. We got our Christmas decorations up. I don't know about you. Have you decorated your house for Christmas yet?
My house?
Mm-hmm.
I'm living nowhere right now, so no.
You're a nomad.
Yeah, it's just like a constant logic puzzle of just like, or it wouldn't be that confusing if I didn't care so much about efficiency, because I'm like, every trip needs to be the most efficient as possible, because it's a long drive down to Olathe.
Right.
But as soon as I go down to Olathe, I'm driving back home. But then from there, I'm flying to Iowa. But then I'll go straight from there to Kansas City. So how do I get close to my new house, but also pack clothes? It's just this constantly. But I'm leaving for Seattle tomorrow morning.
Right.
And I got to get my car.
Yeah.
Let's take a taxi.
Just figure it out. Yeah. Taxi cab.
Anyway, sorry. Christmas decor.
Yeah, we got a lot of it. And I don't know where it's coming from. It's like growing exponentially, I feel like.
It's like, were we the benefit of some sort of like donation drive?
Yeah. Like did Operation Christmas Child come to us this year? No, I think last year we got our Christmas decor up in one day. I could be wrong. It might be two, but I think there's still a little bit of stuff that needs to be hung right now on a Tuesday. We started on Friday.
Wow.
And granted, once again, like this is one of those things where it's like, hey, don't poke the bear too much. Like,
yeah, because the bear's decorating.
Catherine's the one hanging everything. I did the lights. That's it. I did the lights outside, and she's doing everything else. But I feel like she went to Hobby Lobby sometime when I was asleep and just came back with a lot of stuff and hid it in our basement until I was like, I've never seen that garland before. Where
that's fresh garland.
That right there is fresh garland. I can tell. But yeah,
don't leave any garland around me. I love it.
I tell you what, though,
don't hide it.
You want to talk about what's the word? Like kind of when they're talking about like one moment of temptation, like ruining like the rest of your future or something like that. Oh
gosh, where's this going?
It's going towards the fireplace. Every time I look at the fireplace, I just think to myself, I just threw all that firewood in there and burned up the fireplace. Now I can't have a fire anymore. And it just makes me sad.
Wait, I didn't realize that you're like, done for.
Well, I have to repair it. Yeah, I have to like fix it.
Oh, okay. So just pay someone to fix it.
Well, it's really expensive to fix it.
Okay, well, just sell more tables. Here's the easiest solution. Okay. Make our video tomorrow go viral.
Oh man, yeah, exactly. But man, all these beautiful decorations, and then like the fireplace
that actually makes me sad
dormant.
that the Ellis house can't fire up right now.
Honestly, I'm gonna probably text. I know a chimney sweep guy.
Well, sure.
I'm gonna text him and be like, hey, like, what are my chances here?
Hey,
like, if I keep it kind of low. Can I just go ahead?
Can I just
go? I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
God forbid you text the chimney sweeper and say, hey, can you fix this? Just, hey, what can I get away with?
Listen, there's like insurance stuff with it. And so the insurance.
It's like part of the house insurance?
Yeah. There's like an insurance claim. So they have to like come out and like,
oh, dang.
Like assess it or whatever.
Got the folks involved.
And so before that, But that means I wouldn't have to pay as much because then I just have to pay my deductible on my house. Or whatever.
Okay.
So just chill out, okay?
So give me some space.
I would definitely call the chimney sweep to fix it if I could, Jake. I'm not just that dumb.
I'm still in like shell out money mode right now with the house. I'm
How's
just
that
like,
going?
just get it out.
Yeah.
It's good. I haven't looked at my checking account in a long time, so I think it's going fine.
Smart.
Yeah, no, I think it's good.
Yeah.
Just ignorance is bliss, so
Okay.
we're fine. It costs what it costs.
What are like? Do you have like any like really big purchases, or are they mostly just like nickel dime kind of things?
They're big nickels,
Okay.
big dimes. No, I told Catherine. I said I want nice stuff.
Yeah.
Like pick me out the nice
Okay.
stuff. So it's adding up.
Yeah.
It's fun. Rugs ain't cheap.
Rugs are very expensive.
Rugs ain't cheap. Rug pad. I
Rug
guess
pad?
I need that.
Yeah, if you don't want it to slide, you have hardwoods.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gotta get the rug
It's
pad.
hard too.
Yeah. Okay.
That's truly not what I meant. I meant, all right. It's
Okay.
nice hardwood floor. It's like what I meant. I was trying to
No.
emphasize like it's really like it's good. Whatever.
It's good. Yeah, I got it. It's quality wood.
My fireplace works.
Okay. Do you have a fireplace?
Gas, dude.
You dog.
Oh, here's something I've been meaning to Google for about 2 weeks now, and I never
Okay.
remember it at the right time. At all times, there is a tiny flame in my gas fireplace.
Pilot
And my
flame.
the pilot light?
Mhm.
Okay, so that's fine.
That's
I'm
good.
not just like slowly losing gasoline into my house.
I am 90% sure that's good.
Text your chimney
Surely.
sweep.
Okay. Maybe I
Okay.
will.
Yeah, because I noticed that. I was like, I turned it on, turned it back off. Now I came back. I'm seeing a little flame.
No, I think that's just how it works.
It always needs to be ready to go.
Yes.
Now you turn the gas on.
Because if not, then you have to like reignite that, and that's
Ah,
a thing.
yeah.
That's nice.
One moment of
though.
temptation. Yeah, I am excited.
Yeah.
Text your chimney sweep also like like am I gonna save money on this? Because it's still
What do
is
you
gonna
mean?
cost gas to
Yeah.
warm up my house via fireplace. Is that different? Is that more expensive than just like using my heat?
Oh, I don't know if it's much of it's probably not much of a money saver to use your fireplace. It's more
Gas
just
is gas. It's just fun.
it's just ambiance, and it'll be nice if you're close to it. But
Cool.
gas
I'll gas it up.
is not that expensive. Air conditioning is where they get you.
Really?
Yeah, unless you're just like pumping it up to 80 degrees or something.
I have it at 70, but when I leave town, I pump it down to 64.
Good for you.
Maybe lower this week.
Maybe not too low. Don't want to freeze those pipes.
Don't do it lower than 60.
No more
Pipes
frozen
can freeze.
pipes. Anyway,
Oh, here's something.
Okay.
Thermostats.
Yeah.
Anything other than like a Nest or like the new age stuff.
Ecobee.
Sure.
Yeah,
Some of the more confusing like user interfaces I've ever seen.
I agree.
You know it's not good when my mom can figure it out and I can't.
So it's maybe not that confusing. It's just old school.
Yeah, like she was having to show me, which may have been the first time since like our first computer in 4th grade that she's showing me how to work something that has buttons on it.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, I still don't understand. Like she's walking me through it and I'm like, you're sure? She's like, yeah. I was like, this doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. I have a thermostat in my shop. And it's like just a simple, like not old school, but like, very elementary thermostat, not a Nest or anything.
Traditional.
And it has a setting that's called stay, a setting that's called leave.
Oh, you got hold on there?
I think I got hold.
I got hold.
Yeah. And so all three of those, stay and leave, kind of seems the same to me. Like stay, is that like you want to stay there, or leave? Is that like when you're like,
I am
when you've
leaving,
left? Or is
I
it
want to
like,
leave it
or
on
like,
this.
just leave it there. Just leave it right there.
This is the classic, like turn the air down.
Yes.
The temperature itself down, or like turn the amount of air conditioning down.
Right. And so my thermostat, like,
Stay and leave.
like I have it set at like 62 because I don't need it super warm in my shop.
I want
just
to
need
stay there.
it- and then every once in a while I come in there, it's like 72, and I'm like, whatever. I don't even care anymore. just that's fine.
Stay and leave is so funny.
Yeah, stay, leave.
You could truly convince yourself
hold.
it means like
Right.
that they're all the same.
Yeah.
It means stay there. It means leave it where it is. It means hold it right there.
Yes.
They're all the same button.
Where's the difference? And like the little pamphlet it comes with, there's like a little like insert that you can look at, and they just literally say like, hold this to stay, hold this to leave, and it's like.
But what does it mean?
And so then I just tried to program it one time to have it all be at 62, every single one of those settings. And then I get back the next day and it's changed. So I'm
Anyone
like, whatever.
like 38 and older right now is probably just
struggling.
this like, you guys don't know how to work. This is not that hard.
These idiots.
Yeah.
Well, let me show you how to send a GIF on a text. That's not from the GIF keyboard.
Yeah. Mine has very few buttons. So you're very limited what you can do.
Okay.
And from what it seems like, there has to be a schedule. It's not like, do you want to schedule your error?
Mhm.
It's like, it's always on a schedule. It's up to you how it gets set.
Okay.
So that's what's tricky. And then it's like, there's weekday schedules, there's weekend schedules, there's
Sure.
a nighttime schedule,
Why?
and there's a morning schedule.
What's the weekday weekend? I guess because maybe like
I like to keep it.
you'd be there during the day on the weekend or whatever. But like besides that, like That doesn't seem like it makes that much sense.
Still. So that's probably the most stressful thing going on in my life right now.
You'll be all right.
Got a pretty easy life.
Yeah.
But that has given me some trouble.
Got a good life.
Got a good life.
Okay.
So yeah, I think it's just gonna, I got to reduce the stressors. I've got to install a Nest, something app-based, something I can understand.
Those things are sweet too, because they can like location like detect you. So when you're headed
Like, oh,
home,
Papa's coming home.
let's go ahead and crank that up.
Let's get it cooking for him.
It's nice.
That sold me right there.
It's amazing.
It's a white.
It's a wonderful, amazing thing is what I was trying to say. Anyway.
Okay, that's cool. That's good to know.
Yeah.
How do we get here?
That's a good question. This has been a
little, I haven't really talked about our weeks at all. It's just been ranting and raving.
Bo's starting to talk. That's kind of fun.
Ooh, what language?
English.
Awesome.
Kind of. Baby.
Okay.
Baby English. He's like just starting to like mimic you a little bit. So he can kind of say baby. Or a couple days ago we went to Home Depot together. So I was like, we're going to Home Depot, and he Depot, which was like my boy. Yeah, but just little things like that. And it's really fun. Like you don't realize how great it is until he starts talking. It's like, yes,
this is pretty
cool. And he's probably like, finally, you guys understand me. Like, cause he's been talking quote unquote forever.
Oh, that's a good point. It's like he just unlocked something.
Oh,
a Rosetta Stone for
right.
him.
Like I bet imagine how frustrating that would be if you're just saying exactly what you think you're saying and everyone's just looking at you
okay.
and you can understand what they're saying. Like he can understand me great.
Like I can't communicate back.
I can say, Bo, go get your basketball in the southeast corner of your room. And he knows he has a compass rose in his head. No, I was kidding. But he could go get his basketball, bring it back into me, whatever. But he opens his mouth to say something to me, nothing.
And then you say something and you're like, "Are you hungry?" He's like, "What? No, I said go outside."
Right.
That's not even close to what I
then
said.
He stuffs Cheerios in my face, and I'm like, okay.
I like these.
Like,
yeah.
But yeah.
Isaac called me a couple nights ago.
How's he doing?
He was talking English too.
Yeah.
And he was like, dude, what are you thinking we're going to do with the TV in our living room right now? And I was like, I was thinking we put that in the basement of the new house, but open to whatever you want to do too.
Oh, because you got a new TV.
Yes, I bought one.
Mm-hmm.
Bought the Samsung frame.
Okay. No power on noise?
I had a lot of people reach out to me about the Samsung TV thing. And they were like, I have a Samsung TV, it doesn't make any noise for me. So I was like, all right, thank you.
So Brad just lies, basically.
Well, I don't know. Maybe just yours. Either way, I still haven't even taken it out of the box yet. I've had it for over a week now. It's just sitting in the box. So
fun.
It is fun.
Yeah.
It's cool. Money well spent.
Yeah.
But so I'm telling Isaac, like, but I mean, whatever, I'm open. What do you want to do with it?
Yeah.
Or he's like, well, we might have another TV coming. I was like, oh, sweet. Tell me more. He's like, me and some friends the other night were just kind of messing around, playing kind of a adapted version of Fruit Ninja. And next thing you know, my blade scratched these people's TV.
Wait, what is he talking about?
I don't know. I didn't really ask that many questions. And he's like, so I feel really bad. It's a very like tiny scratch, but I did scratch your TV. And this was like on like Sunday when he's telling me this. So he's like, well, it's still kind of Black Friday. I'm going to go right now. Like I'm going to Best Buy. I'm going to buy them like the exact same TV.
And just
replace it, and then I'll have us a 75-inch TV with a tiny little scratch on it. I was like, well, sure, cool.
Okay.
Thanks for having to do that. But I was like, great. Well, just if you want that one, just put that one in your room or, whatever. And so I'm like, that's kind of fun. That was 2 nights ago. I get home last night to the new house and I'm like looking around, I don't see the TV anywhere. I check the basement, I check the bedroom. So I text Isaac like, what happened to the TV? And he was like, so I thought I was doing like, obviously I felt really bad, but thought I was making up for my gesture. This family is threatening to sue me.
What?
Over this. They're still like really heated. They're very upset about this. They don't accept, they're not letting me leave with the other TV. They don't fully accept the gift I gave them because they want to just sue me instead.
What?
So I felt awful for Isaac and he's like, yeah, I think he's pretty annoyed too.
Why? First of all, I don't understand what he was doing.
That I don't have a lot of clarity on either. But with the facts we know,
it's still weird.
Like, it seems like TVs these days are not that like, they're pretty replaceable. Clearly, you can get one a couple hours later.
Yeah, and very like for what they are, for how valuable of a asset they are in your life, they're relatively cheap.
That's a great point.
Right? Like they're not like, I'm not saying like
it's like a top 5 like item you use technologically.
Right. And you use it for years. Like like use it way longer than use a phone.
Yeah.
And it's not that much. It's probably a lot of times less than a phone.
That's a good point too.
And yeah, whatever. Anyway, and they're just like that's like,
and they're going to lose like threatening to sue or like
that sounds so silly.
Going through the process of this, like how much are you going to
Suing
sue
a
for?
21-year-old?
Yeah, for the price of the TV. Okay, he owes you $800
What
now. What are you going to do with that? Buy a TV?
Isaac like cut a hole in their wall or something. Like he's not telling us the whole story.
He also scratched their newborn. Pretty upset about that.
What in the world?
Couldn't get one of those from Best Buy.
What in the world?
I know. I haven't got to talk to him face to face
this.
about it. That was like via phone call and voice memo and everything.
Oh my gosh.
So he was kind of
Only Isaac,
he's
dude.
like hopefully, because when he said that I was playing Fruit Ninja, I was like, oh my gosh, he needs me to pick him up from the hospital. Like he like did something like that. I thought he was gonna be injured because that's what he always says.
He's so injury prone
and
so accident prone.
Yeah. So he was like, I think they're just really fired up right now. Hopefully they calm down. You know, they sleep on it and they're fine. But more to come. I'll have an update next week.
He hadn't bought the TV yet, as far as you know.
No, I think he had bought it. And they just didn't let him leave with the old one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like he was like talking to them with like this huge box in front of him.
He basically had Christine in his arms again. And it was just like, you don't like it?
Yeah. He's just like, no, I understand. Yeah. Right. Yeah. I mean, it's just a small scratch, and this is the same TV.
Can I set this down?
I'll install it for you. I'm your Geek Squad. No problem. You know, that's crazy. Okay, we got to get to the bottom of that.
Yeah, sorry I don't have more details. That happened last night, so just thought I'd mention it.
We'll follow up. Because,
we'll figure it out. What's going on next week?
Cool.
No,
I don't have much more this week. I mean, it's just been a busy week, man. I've been
you're really cranking out the items.
Working hard. Yeah, working really hard. Like I was telling you earlier, I'm just trying to get everything I can done before Christmas, because it is such a wonderful feeling to like go on quote unquote Christmas break and not have stuff looming over your head.
I would love to do that. Sounds so nice.
Right.
That sounds like the way to do it.
Like, and it's not like people have said like, I need this by Christmas or I need this by a certain date, but it's just in my head. I'm like, if I can, I'm going to try to grind this out and like get this done. And so, yeah, it's just been a lot of logistics and figuring out everything. And, yeah, it's good. I'm very blessed. We're all the ghosties. So many ghosties have ordered cutting boards.
Oh, no way.
Also, I'm doing these ornament things. I don't know how much, whatever. I'm gonna say this, but I don't want people to like feel obligated to do it just because I'm gonna say this. But I'm doing these ornament things where like you can like send me a signature of your kid and I'll put it on an ornament for you or whatever. But the bigger idea that I have behind it is to have Hattie like kind of help me with.
Oh,
those
you were talking about
pieces.
this. Yeah, this is awesome.
Did I mention it on the podcast?
I don't know. Last week, yeah.
Did I?
Maybe 2 weeks ago.
Okay, well, in that case, great. I don't want to feel like I'm like, like, hey, like I'm trying to kind of convince you to buy something because like you're gonna, do it for my daughter.
But just keep mentioning every week, and that'll kind of do the trick.
Exactly. Whatever. I don't.
No, I get it. That's fun.
But just showing, how to work hard and make some money yourself.
That's so sweet.
Yeah. So yeah, if you're interested, you can order some, but don't feel obligated by any means. But anyway,
Sweet.
Yeah, it's just been fun and busy times.
Life is good.
Yeah, we're gonna record a lot of jean shorts next week.
We're about to hit it hard so that we could take a break too, because I think we're going to take close to like a 2-week break.
Yeah, this is kind of interesting. Tell them about the CPMs in December. I think that's kind of
I'll tell you about the CPMs.
A fun little influencer thing. First of all, talk about CPMs because I think people don't.
Of course. CPM is an acronym that stands for cost per milli. Milli being the Latin word for thousand.
A milli.
Yes, Lil Wayne loved Latin terminology and Roman numerals, and so cost per 1,000 impressions. In the instance of YouTube, this is 1,000 views. So this is the rate that YouTube is giving you, basically, how much money you will earn per 1,000 views. And this is different. This is what makes it so tough for people like, so 1 million views, how much do you get from that? It's like, this could be anything because every creator is different.
Right.
And this number is based on a multitude of things. No one knows exactly what it is, but it's estimated it's a mix of like, is your content clean? That's going to be a higher CPM because it's all based on like, how much is the space worth, to advertise on your channel? Mm-hmm. Like, if it's a really good channel, it's going to cost more. This is prime real estate. Advertisers are willing to pay more to be there. So if you're clean, that'll get you a little higher CPM. If your videos are longer, people want to be on your website longer. That's good. And if you have good retention, good watch time, YouTube will reward you for that, for keeping people on their website longer. And just all different, if you do the right things, you'll get a higher CPM. I'll just say some specific numbers, not about us right now, but I remember when Josh and I were doing YouTube together back in the day. we were at like $4 or $5.
Okay.
And we were told like, oh, that's pretty good. Like that's like maybe slightly above average. We're like, oh, great. We didn't know. I'm new at this. I have nothing to go off of.
Sure.
Heard a rumor back in the day that Dude Perfect was as high as 85.
That's crazy.
Which is crazy when you do the math there.
Right.
Ours, I'll just say ours is somewhere between that. Who knows? Could be anywhere. But because of, I guess I'm just like theorizing here, hypothesizing, because of probably the holiday season, in the, surplus of just like advertising dollars, gift giving. I think there's more advertising happening. I think plus it probably being Q4, maybe more like leftover dollars to be spent. CPMs always go up in December. So I think most people know, most YouTubers, most creators know, crank out the content in December because you can make the same videos, the same amount of views, but get legitimately double your money.
Well, isn't it almost double the CPM?
Yeah, typically it's like around double, sometimes more, sometimes less. But
and at the end of December, like after Christmas is
maybe like December, as early as like December 25th.
Like drops below what it is normal, right?
Yeah. And then in January, it's like, why are we even doing this? I should go get a job.
Yeah.
It's like, why are we even making these videos?
Right.
From like a financial standpoint. You could still like, there's still benefits. You can grow your following and everything. But yeah, it's just kind of interesting. So we have probably like 6 or 7 Gene Shorts videos that are backlogged right now. And we told Derek, release the floodgates. Get them all out there by like December 22nd. I think we're going to be done with videos. We're not going to post for probably 2 weeks.
Right.
And then we'll start from ground zero in January.
Yeah. So that's kind of a fun little background. Yeah. You'll know like, holy cow, they're posting a lot. Why are they doing that?
I mean, it'll be close to like every other day.
Then you'll be like, wait, I got used to this. Why are they posting anything?
What's going on now?
You'll know. Like as a Ghostrunners fan, you know exactly what's going on with all that. So
yeah, which is cool. So that's why we do it. I mean,
I thought that was interesting.
It's kind of a savvy thing and also just truly just makes sense on a very elementary level of dollars and cents.
So either last year or 2 years ago, you and Trey did like 20 videos in 20 days or something like that?
Yeah, we did that. That was actually in August.
Oh,
I don't know why necessarily we chose August. I think we had a gap of like, not a lot is going on right now. Let's push ourselves.
Oh, okay. I thought you did one. Did you do something in December?
I think we did a 12 Days of Christmas thing.
Oh, okay.
Potentially.
Okay. Gotcha.
We did something.
Yeah, I thought whatever.
I don't know.
Okay.
Sorry, so many videos, so many YouTube channels.
What can you do?
I don't know. You guys get it. What were we so yeah, just whatever. That's going on. It's going to be a big December.
So you're going out west this week?
Yeah, tomorrow morning I fly to Seattle, then Portland, then Sacramento, then Los Angeles, and then Denver. So it'll be good. A lot of ghosties out there, excited, and excited to be back on the road. It feels like we haven't performed in forever. I'm like, man, I hope I remember my stuff.
Yeah.
It's only been like a week and a half, but
was it a good break? Was it a good like?
Yes, I mean, my voice is back. I've just gotten to see people that I want to see. I've gotten to just do so many things that I haven't been able to do lately. See my family, eat pumpkin pie. It's my favorite things, and
all of my favorite things that I can't live without.
Yeah, it's just so fun. I think it is a coincidence that it falls this close to Thanksgiving, but I'm just all-time high on thankfulness. Like this is just crazy. I was driving home today. Yeah. And I was thinking about how thankful I am for my job. I was like, that was so fun.
That was a good one.
I laughed so much the last like 5 hours.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm about to go laugh again. I'm about to go see Brad again.
Let's laugh somewhere. Yeah.
I'm going to stop and get him a high C at McDonald's and we're going to see him again.
Let's do it, man. I love it. I'm
good times.
Glad that you're thankful, bro.
Yeah.
Thankful too, for the record, but
nobody asked me. Yeah. So didn't want to have a talent show.
Let's all go around and talk about things that we're thankful for, specifically that happened within the last 5 minutes. I'll start my podcast.
My really successful podcast has 600,000 listeners per day.
The day. Yep.
Let's listen.
Every day.
Let's listen to some Muslims.
Okay.
What are you saying?
All right, man.
Hey, Jake and Brad. It's Isaiah. I'm 9, calling in from
Isaiah.
Hawaii. And you probably remember me and my family from Oklahoma Joe's and Annie's Frozen Custard.
Sure.
Let's go.
And my question for you guys today is, have you been to 5 national parks in your life? And if you have, what are your favorite 2? Mine are Glacier National Park and Acadian National Park.
Nice.
Love the pod. Bye.
It's a little funny. Yeah. Sorry.
I love the idea. He's definitely been to 5. He hasn't been to 6.
It's kind of like the talent show question. We're just doing so has anybody been to 7 national parks?
My question for you guys is, have you been to 19 and a half national parks? And if so, which one's your favorite 7?
I have a question. Has anyone ever ridden Space Mountain twice in a row?
Twice in a row between noon and 1? in December.
Yeah, that's funny.
I have not been.
I have
to
a
five.
question. Has anyone been a magician before?
Has anyone ever been a magician in second grade?
Anybody know how to get out of handcuffs?
yeah.
Just out of curiosity?
With one big rope? No.
How many have you been to, Brad?
I don't think let's see. I've been to Grand Canyon. I've been to Rocky Mountain. I've been to Arches. Is that it? That might be it.
That's 3.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay.
National parks? Maybe one more sometime, but I can't.
But not Isaiah level, right?
No,
Less
never
than.
been to Yellowstone. We'd like to go to Yellowstone. We'd like to go to the Tetons. We'd like to go to Acadia, Big Bend.
Ooh.
Yeah, out in California. I don't know what else is out there.
Joshua Tree.
Yeah, J Tree.
Yosemite.
I don't know. What is Joshua? Like Joshua Tree doesn't sound that great, actually. Yosemite for sure.
Yosemite for sure. I think I talked about Joshua Tree on this podcast once before. I said it's a place for rich people to go do acid in the desert.
That's right.
Yeah, that's what they do there.
Okay, neither of those things are for me, so I'm good. I'm not rich and I don't do acid.
If you did one of those two things, would you go?
No.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I don't think it. I don't know what you do there.
Yeah,
I think you look at Joshua Trees, you're like, oh yeah, it looks like the pictures.
Yeah,
and then you go home.
There was one point in my life where I wanted to like make it a bucket list thing to go to every single national park.
Nah,
there are a lot of national parks.
There's some
there.
Probably not worth seeing.
I don't know though. National parks are pretty amazing, but then again, Joshua Tree, who needs to go there? I don't know, but I would like to go to a lot more.
Yeah,
Catherine. Maybe I shouldn't put her on blast like this, but I don't think she's as national parky as I am.
She just needs to find it. She's got it in there somewhere. She needs to watch the right documentary.
Yeah.
She's like, ooh, I want to see that.
Well, that's kind of like my cousin hiked the Appalachian Trail one time, like from Georgia to Maine or whatever. And
wow.
he like showed us pictures and like videos and stuff and like told us stories about his time. And I was like, that sounds amazing. I want to do that. So
that was your documentary.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, that's cool though.
Yeah.
That's what it takes sometimes.
I know Jake's been to like 15 probably. So
I'd say maybe close to 15. I'm not sure. I know we did 10 in one summer, the limo summer. So there's 10.
Okay. Any of them stand out as ones that you would not want to go to again?
Oh, good question.
Because I'm sure that most of them are great.
I don't think I need to go to Yellowstone again.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was fine.
Okay. But like, what if we've never gone there? Like, sorry. Not again, but like, yeah, you've seen it once. That was good enough. But like, is there any that you're like,
don't even go once.
Like if you were me, would you say don't go to Yellowstone?
No.
Okay.
I would say maybe don't go to Big Bend.
Okay.
I went there on accident. Several summers before that. Thought it was. I feel like Dwight. Like, of course I saw Wedding Crashers. I thought I was saying Bear Attacks 4.
You thought it was Great Bend, Kansas.
I thought it was Horseshoe Bend.
Oh,
it's truly. It was me, David Harris, and Sherman Young. Which Sherman, I haven't really talked about him on the podcast, but he's hilarious. He's a good friend of mine. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess kind of. We haven't talked in probably years.
Yeah.
But he texted me today and said, "You going to the Big 12 championship game?" We have no previous text, which shows you it's been at least a year.
Yeah.
No previous text. You going to the Big 12 game? I said, not even a little bit.
Why would you?
Yeah.
Oklahoma State Baylor?
Yeah. This Saturday in Texas.
No?
It's in Dallas.
Right.
And anyway, so good to hear from Sherman. See if he remembers Big Bend. It was just, I think there's that type of national park exists a lot of other places, and there's better versions of it.
Okay.
So that's what I would say. I heard it's in like West Texas, like very West Texas. I heard it's the darkest sky in the contiguous United States.
You taught me that on the podcast one time.
So we've talked about this before.
Maybe, but
anyway, if you like dark skies, you'd love Big Bend.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, just go to Horseshoe Bend.
Dark Sky Country.
Arches or Grand Canyon. So anyway, Isaiah, cool that you traveled that much.
You been to Glacier?
I haven't been to Glacier.
I would like to go to Glacier.
Yeah, it's hard to get to, but I think it's worth it.
That's probably what makes it awesome, though.
It's like, wow, we haven't had service for 8 hours, and now we're looking at this mountain. This is awesome.
Yeah.
So,
Isaiah, thanks for the text.
Email.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, buddy.
Hey, Jake and Brad. This is Leah from Carbondale. I wanted to say, Jake, I met you briefly at the show in Indianapolis, and you were really kind and genuine, and I just thought that was really cool. I appreciated that.
Oh.
Brad, I haven't met you before, but I'm sure you are also really cool and genuine.
Yep, I am.
I am an SLP, and I have a challenge for you guys, because I love all things linguistics and words. Jake, I think you have a proclivity that way as well, except for rural. And then, Brad, you're trying to teach Hattie to rhyme. So here's the challenge. Without thinking too much about it, pick one word and then go through the alphabet and see how many words you can create by only changing the first sound of that word. So for instance, if you pick the word fan, you would have ban, can, fan, ran, etc.
That sounds so
Whoever
easy.
comes up with the word that has the most words wins. If you need a tiebreaker, say the alphabet as fast as you possibly can, and whoever says it the fastest wins. Lastly, I wanted to say, Jake, I am kind of losing my voice, and I think it's in solidarity with you because it only started after I met you at the show in Indianapolis. So that's cool.
Something
Bye.
in the air.
Solidarity, or maybe just Jake breathing on you.
Maybe we got a little too close. All right, I'll go first. My word's basketball. Good luck.
Oh, I have to do it?
I'm just kidding.
I was thinking
I win.
ball. Ball, call, fall, wall, tall, mall.
Hey, okay.
Null. Chaw. Stall.
I thought I was supposed to go through the alphabet, like in order. No.
Fine.
No, okay. I could tell on your face.
Ball,
you didn't want to
call, doll. Fall.
Gall.
Gall. Hall.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
That
We're
counts
doing
as J.
that. We're doing that. Okay.
Sure.
Assembly Hall. Monty Hall.
Dante Hall.
Dante Hall.
Arsenio Hall.
Yeah.
Deck the halls.
Deck the halls. I used all my fun wordplay earlier today.
Oh my gosh, it was so funny. Not to just keep harping on this, but this Instagram influencer character we like to call our fans.
Like, hey, all you Femi Fatales.
Hey, my boss babes.
Yeah.
We kind of did it last time. We didn't make up jokes. We just kind of made them like, just whatever. Hey, glam gals.
Yeah.
And then this time we're like, this is an opportunity for jokes. And so we had so many Christmas puns. And that's what Brad was just like killing us on.
Can you remember any of the ones we didn't use?
Yeah, they were all Derek's racist ones.
Jingle Antebellum.
He's like, well, you're a Southern character.
I know.
And then he just kept trying to come up with like 5 more Southern ones. It was
Yeah,
so funny.
the Southern character and then the conservative dad. Like Derek would always like try to have like these extreme things. Like Derek, he's a conservative dad, but like he can do things that's just like dad things. Like he doesn't have to be like all these conservative
Overtly
jokes.
conservative constantly.
Yeah.
Oh, that was funny. Yeah.
Okay. Hall, mall, null, Paul, Saul,
Okay.
tall, Vol, like Vols, like go Vols.
Hey, you go, Vols.
Come on, Vols. Wall.
Sure. Exalt.
Yeah, xylitol. And y'all. Thanks, y'all.
Okay.
Okay, your turn.
My turn.
I had 19. I was counting, I'm sure.
My word is going to be sit.
Don't cuss, Jake. I'm serious.
Albeit. Ooh, you weren't expecting that, were you? There's one.
Did that count?
It feels like I changed the first sound.
Oh, wow. If that is the case, I should have tried more harder.
I don't know. Okay.
That's great.
Bit. Oh, C word. Be careful. We got to skip over that one.
Kit.
Right.
Yeah.
With a C?
No, with a K.
Right. That's what. Yep.
Right. Doesn't count.
Sorry.
You're doing great.
Okay. D nothing. Drit. That seems like a word.
Don't cuss, Jake.
No,
I'm serious.
Egret.
Yes.
The animal.
Yes.
Fit.
Fit.
Grit.
Mm-hmm.
Hit. It.
It.
Derek Jit.
Jit.
Der.
Yeah.
Then kitlet. Mit knit. Omit.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Pit. This is easy.
Yeah.
Quit.
Rit. Go ahead.
That's with a W.
Rit?
Like it has been writ.
Oh, I think there's an RIT too.
What's it mean? Use it in a sentence.
I think there's like some kind of a brand that has Rit.
Rit
the brand or something. What does it mean? I think it means like clean or something. Rit. Rit might not be a word. All right.
Speaking of use it in a sentence, I wrote this down in my potential stand-up notes this week. You ready for this one?
Yep.
So maybe some bit about spelling bees are tricky, or like my experience in spelling bees, that would be like the setup. And then maybe there's some other joke where it's like, your word is spider. Okay. Can you use it in a sentence? Yeah, no problem. A spider has 8 eyes. All right, got him. Spider. S-P-I-I. Whatever. You get the joke. That's kind of funny. Whatever. Yeah. That's my use it in a sentence joke. Anyway, thank you for the game.
Yeah.
SLP. Shout out to my SLPs out there, my NVs, my nonverbals.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out. Trey actually texted me today. He's like, hey, I'm going to be running late. I'm at the speech pathologist. And I was like, I'm the one saying diarrhea wrong.
Really?
But his was more like a health-wise. Like, how do I keep my voice healthy? which also was probably something I should have done too. If only someone in my immediate family did this.
If only someone that, like, my one sibling, like, went to school, like grad school for this. I hung out with her last night.
Yeah. Could have brought that up around the dinner table.
Could have brought that up around the, round 2 of the pumpkin pie, but,
Could have mentioned this while we were at dinner. Okay,
I didn't realize that speech pathologist could help you with that.
I didn't know that either. But from what I can tell from my sister's job, she's doing all sorts of things that she didn't go to school for. Like, she's having to call families and tell them just awful news.
What?
Yeah, I'm like, that doesn't seem like something you should do. She said she walked into a patient's office. This is 2 days ago. She walked into a patient's office and the woman was choking. So she had to unchoke this woman, which is also, I don't think, like, part of your training. Wow. I think it's like, if they have a stroke, here's how you can correct their speech. That's as close as you get to choking, I think.
Wow.
So she's doing all sorts of stuff that she's like, yeah, I don't know. I'm doing this. Anyway.
Good for you, Caitlin.
Yeah. Good job.
Welcome to the world. Real world.
Real world.
The real world of corporate wife.
All right, next one.
Hey, Jake and Brad. This is Lindsay from Indianapolis. Jake, your show was fantastic last night. Laughed my head off.
Oh my gosh.
I should have stayed around to meet you, but
Seriously.
the babysitter had to relieve her. Anywho.
What happened?
After the show last night, we were laying on the couch watching football, and I was taking a survey on my phone because Nielsen has sent me a survey every month for about the past 2 years. And when I complete it, I get a $15 gift card to wherever I want.
Oh, yeah.
My husband thinks it's absolutely ridiculous, but I'm like, it's a free $15. So why not? So my question for you is, what is the weirdest thing you've ever done for money? And ghosties, with your mind in the gutter, get your mind out the gutter.
Hey, you guys.
All right. Love you guys. Bye.
Hey, don't cuss.
Hey.
Okay. First of all, Lindsay, send me that link.
I was going to say, that is so up Brad's alley. I am the husband and Brad is the wife in that scenario.
And Catherine, like, you're going to, like, you probably get, like, gift cards to things that you don't, like, normally go to. And Catherine would be like, why do you need that? It's like, because it's free. That's why I need it.
That's why I need it.
Yeah.
It's
like Dunkin' has, like, free iced coffee every Monday. Like, I'm going to go get one. She's like, you don't need one.
If it's free, I do.
But it's like, yeah, I do.
Is that correct?
I don't know. Like, seasonally, I don't know if it's, like, true anymore, but
well,
yeah.
we just had the solstice, so.
Okay, I'll check on solstice schedules.
Solstice schedules.
Hey, all my solstice sisters.
Check your solstice schedules. Taking a Dunkin' iced coffee today.
That's
yeah,
fun.
I played that one because I knew you were going to love that. I was like, that is up Brad's alley.
That's
he
fun.
Loves stuff like that.
Okay, so she asked, like, what do we do for?
Oh yeah, she did ask a question, did she? What's the weirdest thing you've ever done for money? Podcast.
Yeah, I do. I've done lots of like especially lately. I've just like hustled a little bit more. Like I wrote jokes for a while.
That was fun.
That was weird.
Yeah, I used to peruse Craigslist a lot.
Yeah,
let's see if I can try and think of something.
Thanks
weird
for perusing that one time and find those jokes. I made a lot of money off those.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I don't know. I've just played music. I remember one time when I was working at Cerner, like when we were going through training, maybe I've already told this on the podcast, but like we were supposed to do some group activity thing, like do a presentation on it. And I was like, well, we should do like a rap or something. And so I like rapped in front of people. And then so I called myself a professional rapper because I made money that day.
Okay.
And I was rapping.
You earned money. Just
so
like you got a
weird
professional comedy show coming out.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I want to talk about that more.
Okay.
Like what you're feeling. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm a little scared right now. I'm kind of compartmentalizing my life enough right now where I'm just like, I need to think about this eventually though.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Are we talking about it right now?
Real quick, I thought of something I did weird for money. Freshman year of college, it was Assassin's Week, which I think most people probably somewhat know what that is.
Explain it to people that don't. Just a quick elevator pitch.
Anyone who would like to participate in this game, your name all goes in a hat. And then if you can imagine, I'm a visual learner, a big circle where like you have to get someone and someone is behind you. It makes a big circle. So like when you're out, the person behind you is now getting the person you were trying to get. And by get, I mean like shoot them with a water gun. Trying to get them out. You're trying to be the last man or woman standing. And so it's a week-long event where you are trying to hide. You're getting to class as quick as possible. You're having people drop you off. You're trying to hide. You're not going to certain events because you want to win the money at the end. I created a service where I went and stole a shopping cart from Walmart, took my comforter off my bed, made it nice and comfy so you could sit in the comforter. I would push you to class, and then I got a cardboard box out of the dumpster, and I would put the cardboard box over you. I'd poke 2 holes in it so you could still see, but no one knew who you were. And I would push people to class.
No way.
And they would pay me, or they would give me like baked goods or just different services.
That's amazing. How much you charge?
I can't believe I've never told this on the podcast before. Not much. I mean, it was like first semester freshman year of college.
Okay.
Entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Charging like $3.
Have I ever talked about the Relaxy Taxi?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Different like theme days and stuff.
Relaxy Taxi.
Relaxy Taxi.
Let's bring
was
it
fun.
back.
Yeah. I can't believe I didn't like try it harder. Cause like now it's like Uber. It's basically Uber.
You invented Uber.
I 100% invented Uber.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to be modest, but I did.
No, you did. So,
how am I feeling about comedy? You asked.
yeah.
I think I have enough confidence in myself to pull it off, but I want to do a good job, obviously, because they're paying me a considerable amount of money. Like I'm not trying to like, yeah, whatever. Like they're paying me enough to make it worth my time to like put some thought
in the
into
midst
it.
of how busy you are.
Right.
Surely it must be a
Right.
decent amount.
Yeah. Like I think I told this on the podcast last week, but like they originally canceled or they originally said no. And I was like kind of relieved. I was like, okay, that would be a lot for me to take on. And then, Alex came back the next week and was like, hey, actually they're back on. And I was like, I gotta say yes.
That would be a lot for me to take on.
But yeah, we're going to Austin for a wedding. We're flying out Thursday, come back Saturday. And so we're doing some plane rides for that. And so I'll have some time to think a little bit more. I have a lot of like ideas written down and a lot of like concepts written down. And honestly, I have like thoughts from either the podcast or from Gene Shorts videos that we've written that I think I can turn into, stand-up stuff.
That's awesome.
Kind of like the idea of, like you just said about the spelling bee, like the story I told about like spelling longitude with an M at the beginning. Do you remember that story?
Yeah.
Like, I think that could be a worthy story to tell at a stand-up comedy thing. Like, and it's obviously figure out jokes around that. And like, kind of maybe, I don't know. I need to figure out, and maybe you already do this and tell me if you have any advice for this, but like kind of like sections and subsections of like your set.
Yeah.
Like, is that kind of how you do it? Like, you're like, okay.
When I visualize it, I'm like, I
Yes.
spent about 3 minutes in the realm of this.
Right.
And then 5 minutes in the, exactly.
Right. It's like, this is the main theme of this. Like, and I was kind of thinking like, family is this part and then work is this part, whatever. I don't know what it would be, but like different things I've talked about or that I would talk about. And I can tell a story about family, but then I can be like, whatever. Yeah. Kids are crazy, man. And it's still different, whatever. But yeah, I am much more confident in the crowd that's going to be in front of me there than any other crowd that I've performed in so far. Besides like that one time we did a live podcast for our Ghostrunners fans, but like I'm confident in that. I think that people are going to be kind to me.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to laugh, if it's even somewhat funny. It doesn't have to be like, that's the greatest thing I've ever heard in my life.
And luckily they're crammed in. I think the size of the venue is going to be a big deal.
Yes.
Because 150 people could be great if they're in a small space.
Right. 150 people in this basement right now would be awesome.
Electric.
It would be amazing. So I think that'll be good. Do
you go first and then Dim Check comes on after you?
No, I think Dim Check.
He's going to warm them up a little bit.
Yeah. We haven't figured out the exact schedule yet. Like it might be a little bit of a sandwich thing. We don't know.
Ooh. Or you can do your thing where you get to be introduced 5 different times like you've always wanted.
That's right. I forgot about that. Maybe we should. Yeah.
And once again,
Dim Check I don't, that's the funny thing. Like I've never met Alex face to face.
Oh, really?
No. So I don't, like I know him quote unquote because we've talked a few times, but like I think he knows me pretty well from like listening to the podcast, but like we don't know each other super personally, but like from where I gather, he's not a funny guy. Like he would not consider himself like that's not his forte. He's like much more of a serious speaker.
Yeah, there might be a few jokes here and there, but it's not like he's really trying to wow him comedically with his talk.
Yeah, and he recognizes that. And so, yeah, I think I'm just excited. I think I'm nervous. I think I have a healthy nervous feeling about it as well.
If it makes you feel better, I would be nervous if I was going to do this. It's like, this is just a unique thing.
Yeah.
Like, who's going to be, who are these people?
Right. Yeah.
Stanberry?
And luckily, like, my brother-in-law is a, like ag background guy. He's a crop consultant.
Greg.
My friend Greg, close friend of mine. So I've learned a lot. And then I was in farmhouse fraternity at K-State. Like, and I got made fun of for being a city boy. Like, I think those kind of jokes are going to play so well. Yeah. Like any kind of like the city people are dumb, city people are afraid of every chemical, whatever.
Tell them how you're afraid of deer. That's great.
Yeah, I should. Yeah. I'm trying to find like, how do you toe the line between like, making me funny, but also not making me seem like too much of an idiot as a city boy. I
think you can be the idiot all you want. Yeah.
So, and then maybe I've thought about like, how much do I lean into like making fun of them back?
Yeah.
But like, be careful with that.
Gotta
be
read
careful
it.
with that. Yeah, exactly. So, like I said, I kind of am constantly thinking about it, but also not thinking about it really, really intentionally at all yet. So if that makes sense, like, but I'll think about things and like write them down real quick. Like I wrote down the thing about the Conception City, that we just talked about.
Yeah, that's no problem.
Yeah.
Maybe try to find out a few other things about Stanbury, what they're known for. Like, has anything ever substantial happen in this town?
Right.
What do people know? What are the stereotypes?
Or like what is the family here that has 6 kids because they lived in Conception City at one point? You know what I mean? And like make that joke.
That's great. That's
like
awesome.
Such small town. Like I am literally playing into this audience or whatever. So I think it'll be good. I really enjoy, just crowds of people. I enjoy being in front of people.
Yeah.
I think initially I'm a little bit nervous, but overall, and like the whole thing is like, they just want to have a good time. That's what they said. Like they've never done anything like this for their Christmas party. It's usually just dinner. And so
it's a good chance all these people have never seen a comedian live.
Sure.
I mean, at trade shows, we have people who've never been to a comedy club before. So
yeah, I think my time in Phoenix was Larry the Cable Guy one time. Went to him first. But yeah, your show in Phoenix was like second time I'd ever seen anybody.
My first comedy club was when I was performing in one.
Yeah.
So
so it's not like a super like common occurrence or whatever, but yeah, they've never done anything like this. They're just like, we just want them to feel appreciated and for them to have a fun night. And I was like, I can do that.
I can make them have fun.
We can have fun.
Jock Jams alone will be a good time.
Right. Like, I think I have enough energy that I can be like, we can have fun.
Yeah,
like,
that's awesome.
Like we'll at least smile. Like we don't need to like be dying laughing necessarily, but
I have 2 tips for you.
Please.
One, I would say give as much context as you can of who you are and your life and your family dynamic right off the bat. Let them kind of know who we work with. Okay, he's married. Okay, he has kids. Okay, he's from the city.
I love that.
I think it just helps like draw them into like who you are
Right.
which you're probably already gonna do it either way, but I think it's just
I'm
important.
a big fan of that kind of thing.
Yeah, it just kind of makes sense. That's I do that, and it's like this would be weird if I didn't.
Yeah,
introduce myself.
Oh, it's way more like personal that way. Yeah, it's way more relatable.
Unless you're Kevin Hart, I feel like you should just be like, here's kind of who I am.
Yeah,
like I wouldn't assume.
Especially in my opinion. Sorry, I'm like adding on to your advice, but like especially if you are a normal person, like
it's like I don't do this.
Right. Like
especially if they know you're a woodworker, like that's my full-time thing.
I'm a small business owner, like just like you guys. Yeah, exactly.
It's gonna be awesome. I have a lot of confidence in you. It's gonna be great.
Thanks, man.
Second tip would be make sure you have it memorized.
Yes.
Because that's what got me so nervous at the beginning. It's like, I'm not super nervous about it being funny. I just don't know if I have it memorized.
Yeah.
And if I forget, I'm screwed.
Yeah.
I have no fallback.
Right.
So
both
spend
times
a healthy amount of time.
Like open mic nights, I always forget something. Like I'm always like, dang it. Like what did I?
Yeah.
Oh, I meant to say this and I forgot.
Maybe it's gonna feel weird. Rehearse out loud, like in your shop sometime.
No, I'm planning on. Yeah, I'm planning on like rehearsing multiple times.
Good.
And like recording myself, which I don't want to do.
Yeah.
But like, you got.
I think I did it once too, and it felt a little weird.
And like I'm not excited about that. I'm not excited about like saying like, Catherine, please don't come into the shop, during this time because I'm going to be recording myself, like, anything like that. But it's one of those things that's just necessary.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Let's go. This is so fun. That's awesome. You know what gets me excited? It's back. It's back. You know what gets me excited for? February 12th.
I saw somebody label it F12, and I think that's awesome.
I did see that too. F12.
I think we need to make merch that's at F12.
F12. I was there on F12.
Yeah.
F12 night.
I survived F12.
I survived F12. I played bingo and I got F12.
Yeah. Exactly.
I got a bingo and it was on F12.
F12.
Yeah.
The fingo.
That's great.
Yeah.
I got a fingo. A lot of people went to Formula One, not me.
Yeah.
Formula 12.
We need to talk about this a little more off the pod. But right now, they said that the capacity is like 150 people.
Ooh.
So
we need some RSVPs probably to give us a gauge of like,
we do.
Are people coming?
I know like there have been people that have messaged me and said, I've bought my ticket. So
no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw
To that. Let's go, Stanbury.
So
that's crazy.
So if enough people like commit, then we might need to change the venue and figure that out. But
I love McLean's.
I do too.
Love their butter rolls.
Yeah.
But the idea of having a stage, having a built-in sound thing would be nice. Mm-hmm. But it's important though. We got to have it. I want it standing room only. I want it packed.
Yes. I agree. Yeah. No matter what, it needs to be a smaller venue, but we can figure that out. But
we'll get some RSVP out here soon.
Yeah. We'll talk about it. But anyway,
comedy.
It's going to be awesome. F12, baby.
It's going to be zoppity.
Yep.
It's going to be zoppity. Let's dive in. And I mean dive, Brad, into our reviews of the week. What do you think about that?
I think that's great. I was thinking about the verse of Dive by Stephen Curtis Chapman right then. But it's just a bunch of mumbles to me. I don't know any of those words. You know them?
How does it go again?
I don't know. I don't even know how it goes. Really. And then all of a sudden, so here I go. I'm diving in. I'm going deep.
Yeah, chorus hits hard. I feel like that's kind of a Christian music thing. Like spend a lot of time on the chorus.
Yeah.
That's what people are going to remember.
Especially when the chorus is that much of a banger.
Which that's probably music in general. But I feel like, especially in Christian music, it's like the verse is so forgettable.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. It's like, does something like that in the verse.
Honestly, it's a song that I feel like I know extremely well, and I can't even think of the verse, so that's going to be great.
He does that at one point.
Oh, it's so that I hear a voice. Time to sing. No, wait. It's yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty forgettable.
It's just like so here I go.
All right, rank these two. I'm diving in.
Mm-hmm.
So here I go. Or the first 6 seconds of The Great Adventure.
Oh, 100% The Great Adventure.
I think I would go that way too.
Oh my gosh.
It's such a hot start.
Saddle up your horses.
And then
Saddle up your horses. Like it's got harmony right there. And then it goes boom. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Game over, dude.
It's so good.
Oh my goodness. Not even a challenge.
It never reaches that point again in the song. It's like the first 5 to 10 seconds. It's so fun.
Yeah, that is great. Like, and that's, as a DJ, that's what you need is those first few seconds. Just be like, boom.
I like this song. Okay, reviews of the week. What a fun episode. I knew it'd be a good one. I knew once we're back.
Good vibes, baby. Good vibes.
The voice is back. You want me to do the big one?
I think I do.
Yeah, my voice is back.
I'll do the small one first, and then
let me gear up a little bit,
and then I'll find the jingle while you're doing the other one.
Great.
First of all, I want to say review of the week, honorary review of the week is all 1,225 people who have rated us on
Apple Podcasts.
Apple. I didn't even know this. Look at this. You can see it broken down. 1,200 people have rated us 5 stars. 10 have rated us 4 stars. 4 3 stars. 4 2 stars. 7 1 stars.
That's incredibly good.
That's wild. Yeah.
Wow.
That's amazing. So thank you. So I want to say that because
I've never seen that before.
I'd never seen that either. Yeah, I broke it down right here. I know that at least one of those 1 stars is William Hanna on accident. He's one of our good friends. He's a dad and he's not most technologically savvy. He might have changed it by now, but
one of the 7.
He wrote us a really nice review one time, but it was 1-star review.
I love William Hanna.
No, but long story short, we were talking on the Hansen family, Catherine's family's group chat. I talked about how Brooks got engaged to Katie a couple weeks ago.
Sure.
Katie got added to the group chat. Big deal. We're like, welcome, Katie. And we're like, we think we're so funny. And I was like, yeah, we think we're way funnier than we actually are, or something like that.
Yeah.
And my brother-in-law screenshotted these 1,225, 5-star reviews and said, speak for yourself, Brad. Like other people think you're funny too, or whatever. So, and then
nice guy.
Like, I don't think I really registered the fact that 1,200 people have rated us 5 stars. So that's just cool. So thank you.
Thank you
To all 1,200 of you.
Yes.
I guess more like 1999 because I've rated myself 5 stars. I'll be honest. So Mrs. Nutella, my review of the week is from Miss Nutella. Laughter's the best medicine.
Oh.
She says, I've never loved a podcast more. I'm a 49-year-old mom and I should know better than to become obsessed with a podcast, but I'm literally obsessed. I used to listen to serious educational podcasts until a friend suggested I try Ghostrunners for a change of pace. That's funny about educational and serious. Yeah. And I've never looked back. I look forward to every Monday morning and I know I've caused some concerned looks when people have seen me laughing hysterically in my car while sitting at a red light or waiting to go into work. You guys are so funny and your banter is so natural. You never fail to brighten my day. I also love that I can let my kids listen to you. During this crappy time in the world, please don't cuss, your ability to make me laugh uncontrollably is a true gift, and I appreciate you both so much. Keep up the good work. I'm proud to be a ghostie, even though I'm old enough to be your mom. I mean, 49.
It would have been unplanned, probably.
Probably. Or
we don't know.
Or just a strong Christian woman that didn't want to wait anymore.
Yeah.
Didn't go to college.
Enough is enough.
Yep.
Yeah.
Found her beau and got married. BEAU, just like a nice boyfriend. Anyway,
nice.
Thank you, Miss Nutella.
All right. My turn. Oh, wait. Got to type something up so I don't forget to say at the end of the episode. Here we go. Big breath. This is the only podcast review I've ever written, and Ghostrunners is definitely worthy of my first ever review and the 5 stars. I commute a total of an hour each day, so I listen to a lot of podcasts. And this one is by far my favorite. Often, if I don't finish the episode before I get home, I find random chores to do around the house so I can keep listening. Jake and Brad are hilarious, but more importantly, they are genuinely good people, and that is evident in the way they interact with one another and fans of the podcast every week. This podcast, while extremely entertaining, goes beyond just that. Their integrity and kindness have formed an amazing fan base and community that seems to consistently surprise them. That's just such a good sentence. That's amazing. And their influence goes so much further than they realize. I'm around their age with a very similar upbringing to them. So of course I find them funny and relatable, but I love hearing how many younger people listen to their podcast as well. I am a middle school and high school teacher, and the fact that there are young people out there listening to and being influenced by Jake and Brad rather than many of the other influences that they could find online is such a positive thing. Last night, I saw Jake perform in Indianapolis, which, sidebar, excellent job, Jake. You were hilarious, even when feeling under the weather. Sorry about front row Josh, and that you had to make a Jake from State Farm joke during the song. That's funny. But it was so good and so well timed. You were seriously great. Thank you. Anyway, I went to the show with two of my friends who only knew of Trey, although I talked Jake up quite a bit beforehand. Before the show, a young man came up and sat in the seat next to me and greeted me. We got to talking and realized we were both Ghostrunners fans. Not only was he a ghostie, but it turned out that he was Clint from the I'm Down Boys.
Wow.
This is sweet. Soon after...
Don't you know?
Oh, Simeon joined him. After attempting to awkwardly explain to my friends how I knew and why I was so excited to meet these two random college kids. That's so funny. We got to talk...
Before the show.
We got to talk before the show. There's the line breaks are tricky.
Yeah.
About how their senior year had finished out, how college was going for them now. And even though we really didn't, it felt like we had friends in common because of this podcast. It was such a pleasure to meet these genuine young people and watch the show with them. And afterwards, I just reflected on how amazing it is because of this podcast community. People from all over are able to connect over such entertaining, uplifting, and wholesome content. In sum, the internet needs less division and more Jake and Brad. The world could certainly be a better place. I know this is such a long review, but hey, it's the only one I've ever left. But if you're still reading, I hope I've convinced you to give this podcast a shot. It has helped keep me entertained through some tough times and helped me to continue to believe in the goodness of people, even when most other news would have me believe otherwise. I promise you will leave each episode both entertained and uplifted, and it's a great way to brighten each Monday morning. Jake and Brad, thank you for this community you have created and the positive influence you are leaving on the world through this podcast. I hope this review gives you some words of affirmation and encourages you like you do your community. My goodness, Amanda B. Yeah, some words of affirmation.
That was, amazing.
Thank you. That was worth every word. Thank you for taking the time to write all that and encourage us and use it as a tool to maybe encourage other people who are reading it. So that is very cool.
If that was a MLA formatted double-spaced paper, that would have been long enough probably for a whole paper in high school.
Yeah, definitely. Even college English in high school, I think that may be long enough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
AP.
double-spaced.
Yeah. That was, whatever. I don't know how to, you said it, Amanda B. 288.
It's pretty sweet. Thank you. It's cool that she's able to recognize the community we have, and sounds like she's going to be there for F12. You don't want to miss this, Amanda B.
F12.
Amanda
baby.
Bynes. I'm just going to assume it's Amanda Bynes. She's a listener, probably.
Holy cow.
Born and raised in Indianapolis.
If it were Amanda Bynes, Catherine would flip.
That would get her to go to National Park.
Catherine watched the Cinderella story the other day.
Oh, sure. Hilary Duff, Chad Michael Murray.
Yeah.
Okay.
They are both so bad at acting.
Really?
Especially Hillary.
Yeah.
My gosh.
Sorry I had to go through that.
I've watched like 10 minutes of it. I was like,
but still, that part.
Ridiculous.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, real quick before I forget, I got this DM.
Yeah.
Just now, 6 minutes ago.
Okay.
Hi, Jake. I'm going to your show with Trey. She's going with Trey.
Holy cow.
Oh, wow. How did they?
Good for her.
Her name is Caitlin. Let's go to Katie. I'm going to your show with Trey in Portland this Thursday. Super excited for it. I work for Nike and have extra employee store passes if you guys want to go.
Yes.
Hubba.
100%.
Caitlin. Yes, I will be doing you back soon.
Caitlin, do you know Jason Wright? He's my friend that works at Nike in Portland.
Caitlin.
He designs football jerseys.
It says that Caitlin follows Gene Schwartz comedy.
Not Jason Wright.
But not Ghostrunners is what I was going to say. So I don't know if old Katie's listening.
Oh.
Maybe in retrospect, though.
I just wanted to brag that I had a friend that made
like everybody don't care if
jerseys.
she listens.
He made the Rams jerseys.
That's so sick.
Isn't that dope?
Yeah, that's a good fact.
I think he helped make the Rams new logo. Like they came out, which everyone hated. I thought it's cool, but a lot of people really didn't like it.
I think it's cool. Brad, would you like to end this episode with a jingle?
Let's do it.
Cool. Here it is.
This is written by Europe Bailey Doan. Clap it up for Europe.
Europe, that was awesome. Please write more.
Yeah,
That was great.
She also wrote the one, the Lancaster, na.
Dang, 2 for 2.
Yes.
Europe, you have a gift.
Derek and Europe are their names. Yep.
What do you mean their names?
She's married to her husband, and they at least wrote Lancaster together.
Oh, okay, we have some co-writers.
Yes.
Okay, Derek, good job as well.
And jazz just sounds better in the winter. I've decided. You don't listen to jazz in the summer.
That on Mythbusters. They proved that.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I have 2 final thoughts. 2 little, at the end of Around the Horn, when there's like just a couple last things. Sometimes
I like that part.
Yeah.
Like it's like your time. Like you won, so you get to say, 30 seconds, contemporaneous.
Yeah. So just 2 things. One, just update on the Guillotine League. I know people don't really care.
Okay.
I've been bragging a little too much on myself. Like, I've scored so many points. And then,
it's scary,
boy,
isn't it?
Sucked. I mean, Christian McCaffrey out in the second quarter. Darren Waller out in the first quarter. These are guys on my team. Like, here I go this week. But then it comes down to the wire. I'm down by like 6 points with only Justin Tucker left to play, who's a kicker. And
6 points is manageable, though.
It was like, definitely realistic, but also just needed him to make some kicks. And I think by halftime, he'd already made like enough kicks to push me through. But then it got scared. I was like, don't miss an extra point.
Oh, because those go down.
Because it like wasn't locked in.
Yeah.
So pretty electric. I was able to scoot on by.
A little more humble now, though, huh?
Yeah, now I'm like, hey, everyone, just say.
Let's all just have fun.
You guys
here.
are all great. You guys are really good at this.
Yeah,
Holy cow. Yeah, that was humbling. So
man.
Poor Kristen, my friend Kristen got knocked out. So it was a bummer. But
it happens to most of us, Kristen.
And one other thing I want to note is a kid named Gavin. All season long, his team name has been Bomb Tech Drivers, which has been fun. He's the one we gave such a hard time to. We spent $99 on week 1. We're like, Gavin, what are you doing?
He's still in.
And he's still in it.
Good
So
for him.
And the guys he spent money on are not really playing. It was like Antonio Brown, who's been hurt. So good
Does
for
he
him.
get Patrick Mahomes too? Was he that one?
No, that was I think Brock, who spent $100 on Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
Anyway, his team name has been Bob Tech Drivers all season long. And then I looked last night and he changed it to Peter Casey's Drivers.
Nice.
And I was like, that's awesome.
That's good.
Good for you.
Okay.
Easy segue. I need a golf partner. Looking for one.
Oh.
Oh, dang it, I'm an idiot. By the time this comes out, it's stupid. Dang it.
We are recording so far in advance these days. Yeah.
Dang it. Basically, we're going to be I'll just tell you this scenario. We're going to be in Los Angeles, Riverside, California. It's going to be 80 degrees.
Wow.
I'm so excited. But that's the day of the Big 12 championship game that I wish I could be at.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, I wish I could be there. But it's Oklahoma State. So Trey and Al are like, we definitely want to watch this game.
Okay.
Say, man, am I going to free solo golf when it's 80 degrees?
If only there was another way to get a word out besides podcasting these days,
It has to be a podcast you film 6 days in advance.
Right.
That's the only way. So I guess I'll golf by myself. Or Mar-a-Lago. Mar-a-Lago. No R in it.
Mar-a-Lago, I think.
Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah.
Mar-a-Lago.
Wait, did you say you had a gift or something?
For you that I didn't bring.
Oh, you didn't bring?
Yeah, I forgot it.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, it's in the garage of my new house.
Subtle flex. So you got 2 houses, Sorry, it's in my other house.
Sorry, it's in my vacation home.
Yeah,
I had to go down to Olathe in the wintertime.
It's in my southern Johnson County house. Awesome.
Okay. Good stuff. That was fun.
Let's wrap it up.
Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Brad, any final thoughts? You're around the horn time.
Yeah, my final thoughts are I've been trying to be more excellent in life.
Good.
Just in everyday things. There are
good enough isn't good enough.
Nope. There's lots of Bible verses out there on excellence, but the Aristotle quote is, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but a habit, Jake.
Okay.
So therefore I don't know. I've just been trying to anytime I see something that's like, oh, I need to do that. I'm like, no, I'm going to do it right now. Let's do it. Like, oh, I need to text that person. No, I'm going to text them right now. Like, oh, there's that text. I'll respond to it. No, right now. Like just trying to be better. And it's a good thing. So, and it's a habit. So be habitual.
Good.
Don't cuss.
Cuss. Yeah. Even though I kind of just did saying habitual.
Yeah. We love you guys. We're so thankful for you guys. Ghostrunners.life is popping right now with merch.
Great.
By the time this comes out, we have the End It With the Jingle merch coming back.
Well, of course.
For Christmas season. So check it out. Yeah, get your Christmas gifts now because people love the merch. But it like every day, like people are still ordering and it's so awesome. So thank you guys for supporting us in that way. And
see you on F12.
Yeah, let's get F12 going, baby.
All right. You guys have a good week.
Love you guys.
See ya.
Ghostrunners Podcast. Every Monday morning with Jake and Brad. Ghostrunners Podcast.
Ghostrunners Podcast.
You're driving me nuts. Yeah.
By the way, what's there something on the roof?
Roof.
Okay. Was there something on the roof?
Roof. No, rough.
Because
R-U-F.
roof is how to say it.
Roof. We're saying
Rough.
Rough. The rough? The roof.
Rough.
I don't think it's all the way rough.
Okay, so
someone
it's
a little more subtle.
Someone says rough, so I think it's more like
rough. Say it again.
Rough.
Rough.
Like split the difference. Roof, rough, roof.
Rough.
Do you hear that?
I hear it, but there's just like a disconnect to my tongue. I was like, how do I? It's probably why I'm not a good singer. There's like a rough.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay. By the way, did you hear something? There was like some sort of racket on the rough last night. I almost had it.
I think it was pretty good.
Okay.
Did you want
I'll try it one more
time?
time. By the way, did you hear it last night? There was like some sort of racket on the rough last night. Rough.
I think it works.
Okay.
And then
Either way, it's wrong.
Rough? You mean roof? You're like, it almost sounded like there was a wolf on the roof. Yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna sound crazy, but it almost sounded like there was a wolf on the roof. Dang it, I said roof. Wolf on the roof.
Yes.
There it is. Wolf on the roof. Yeah. Yeah, but this is gonna sound crazy, but it almost sounded like there was a wolf on the roof last night. Wolf on the roof. Wolf on the roof. Wolf. It's hard to say it wrong. There's a wolf. It sounded like there was a wolf on the roof. A wolf on the.
Yeah, you're getting it.
There's a roof. Roof.
You're almost saying raff at this point.
I'm trying to like envision how to spell it, and I'm throwing an E in there.
Just picture rhyming. Wolf on the roof.
Wolf on the roof.
Wolf on the roof.
Yeah. Okay. Easy enough.